Ford has been building tough American trucks for 120 years. At Seth Wadley Ford in Pauls Valley, they said, we're going to make it huge, and they did, and get another great Oklahoma promise of oil changes and engines for life. You're going to love it.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want, like all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
LS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
MidFirst Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the exclusive provider of the Thunder and Rumble debit cards. As the largest privately owned bank in the nation, MidFirst Bank has the strength, stability, and expertise to help you prepare for the now and the future. So, no matter where your financial journey takes you, MidFirst Bank is the partner to help you get there. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
Stevie Nicks. One special night, October 15th, Paycom Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Thunder Basketball is sponsored by Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. And MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks got on the board. Their series with Indiana, Milwaukee won 117-101 behind 37 points apiece from Giannis Antetokounmpo and Gary Trent Jr., who knocked down 9 3-point shots to send it back to Memphis. Here's Matt Pinto.
Thanks to our fans and a generous donation from OG&E, the playoff raffle raised $45,000. That benefits the Thunder Community Foundation. Aaron H. won 4 club-level tickets to Game 2 at home. Thank you, OG&E, for energizing the Foundation's mission to positively impact youth in the communities where they live and play. Learn more at okcthunder.com/Community Foundation. Thunder dominating inside as they have all series, 22-12 in the paint. Gildas Alexander seeing to that with a robust 16-point first quarter. He's made 10 shots from the field twice in this series. He's knocked down 7 here in the first quarter already. He'll sit to begin the second. Thunder have gotten up 11 threes, converting 1, while the Grizzlies have made 5 of 10 three-pointers, and thus a close game. Thunder generating 8 more shots from the field, leading by only 3 to begin the second, 34-31. Thunder ball as Dove is fed straight away, shadowed by Pippen, drives by him and sails it left corner to Joe, pump faking. Closed out by Kennard, up the left sideline to Hartenstein, between his legs to Joe for an angle left three-pointer that's on the way short. 1 of 12 from 3 for the Thunder. Pippen with Edey, Aldama, Jackson, and Kennard out there. Scotty reversing field back of an Edey pick. Picks up the dribble at the foul line. Feeds it beyond the arc to Aldama, blasting left on Joe. Holds at 6'11", 8 to shoot. Comes baseline, scoops left-handed, leaves it woefully short. Caruso there with the rebound, his first. Alex has a steal, 2 assists, and a point. Hartenstein fed trailing. Bounce feeds back toward Joe. Comes to the rim and twirls in a right-hand reverse. Gorgeous lead by Hartenstein for his second assist. Isaiah Joe off the bench. Cashing in. It's 36-31 Thunder, matching their largest lead. Jackson on the dribble weave to Kennard. Straightens up right wing and casts a three that's no good. Well contested by Caruso. Hartenstein runs down a 6th rebound. Thunder back in business on 53% field goal shooting. Up top, Joe for a long straightaway three that's off the side rim, no good. Thunder 1 of 13 from beyond the arc. Aldama retrieves. Santi up top. Swooping right. Loses the ball out of bounds. Apparently it was tipped out of bounds by Cason Wallace on a reach-in. It's Wallace, Caruso, Joe, Dub, and Hartenstein for the Thunder against Jackson, Pippen, Aldama, Edey, and Kennard for Memphis. 36-31 Thunder, recovering from an early 7-point deficit in Game 4. Aldama to trigger, far sideline front court. Gets it in up the right sideline to Pippen, crowded by Wallace. Retreats. Grizz have 5 turnovers for 9 Thunder points already. Aldama left wing fed. Back of a Jackson pick. Smothered. High post right to Edey, 5 to shoot. Slot right Kennard. Driving to the wing for a fadeaway rainbow 21-foot jumper that he hits. Under deep duress, Joe all over him. That shot's not going to work very often in this game. Thunder missed their last 7 3-point shots. Still lead by 3. Hartenstein up top. Behind him giving to Wallace. Cason chased down by Jackson. Crossing over, driving. Lays it up. Block going up by Edey. Players strewn, no whistle. Pippen back quickly down the lane. Lays it up. And Caruso spanks that against the board. Take that. Hartenstein on the loose ball. What a chase down block by Alex. Hartenstein dribbling back. Left corner to Joe. Sets up for 3. Lofts it. And misses. Wide open. 1 of 14 on threes. Wallace has the loose ball. Dishing to Caruso for a straightaway 3. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. It finally fits. Thunder attempting 15 threes. Knocked down their second. Alex Caruso on the retrieval by Cason Wallace gives the Thunder a 9-0 second chance point edge and a lead of 6, their largest in Game 4. Aldama at the Grizzly logo, left wing to Kennard. Gets a Jackson pick out front. Straight away to Aldama with 8 to shoot. Stepping left on the wing, deferring to Kennard, 4 to shoot. Into the paint, pump fakes, fades, and hits a 13-foot jumper. Another tough shot by Kennard. It's 39-35 Thunder, 3 minutes into the second. Dub top of the key. Played by Pippen, gives to Hartenstein. Isaiah swiped at. Lobs inside, bad pass intended for Dub. Nothing there, knocked away and stolen by Aldama. Santi lets help come from teammates. Crossing over on Caruso, no maneuverability. High post right to Edey, back to Aldama. Working the bounce. Holds near midcourt to Jackson with 8 to shoot, sizing up Dub. Pushing left to the baseline. Pushing off, stripped by Dub. Caruso the loose ball, but a foul coming on Jalen Williams. 39-35 Thunder. The Grizzlies have done nothing close to lay down in this game. They're playing with force, they're playing with physicality, and they're playing with confidence. Hitting 52% of their shots, putting 35 on the board early in the second quarter against the Thunder's defense. Jackson to the free throw line has been held to 2 points in Game 4, 1 of 3 shooting. His first stroke from the line here is good. Memphis 5 of 5 foul shooting, the Thunder 3 of 5. OKC led in the regular season in free throw accuracy at 81%, 78% in the playoffs, which is 7th of 16 teams. And was not good. They missed 10 of 33 in Game 3 Thursday. Both free throws good by Jackson. So the Grizzlies playing efficiently offensively. They've made 5 of 11 three-pointers, 6 of 6 free throws, and are hitting 52% from the field and trail by just 2 now. High post right, Hartenstein facing the bucket. Edey gives him space. Hands behind him to Dub, blasting left in the lane. Leans in, floats a 12-footer, no good. Caruso the rebound. Sets up Wallace. His long angle right three-pointer short. Thunder struggles from distance, continue 2 of 16 as the rebounds run by Aldama. Jackson works the right side at an angle against Dub. Backs down, grinding. Mid-post. Spins, doubled. And his foul going up by Hartenstein. That's not a good foul by Ihart. Jackson had no place to go. He was in no man's land. And the Thunder commit their second team foul in the quarter, and Jackson goes right back to the line on the bailout. 39-37 Thunder. Their 6-point lead of a moment ago is going to be gone if Jackson makes both free throws. 8:16 left of the second. Thunder with the win advance. The Grizzlies with a win force a Game 5 in OKC on Monday. Jackson's first foul shot is good. Memphis is 7 of 7 shooting free throws in this game. Hartenstein sits down with 1 foul, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 points. Thunder right now are riding scoring inside, 24 of their 39 in the interior, and they have a 9-0 second chance point edge and have scored 9 off of 5 takeaways. But they haven't made much of anything from 3. Second free throw good, and the game's tied at 39. Becomes our 4th tie in game 4. Thunder are 2 of 16 from distance. Holmgren back, pump faking, drives on Edey. Elevates, jump hooks, and his shot's blocked as he telegraphed that one. It's a lot like his first half the other night. Dub takes the ball away from Kennard down the lane in transition, lays it high off the window, and lays it home over Jackson. Big time move by Dub. The swipe and the deuce. He's got 9. OKC taking it away 6 times for 11 points thus far. Up 41-39 as Aldama's called for an offensive foul right to the throat of J-Dub trying to clear space at midcourt. So the Thunder's extended pressure at the point of attack is frustrating Memphis right now as Santi Aldama picks up his first personal. It's not a team foul, it's a 7th Grizzly turnover. 7:47 left in the second. As Caruso will inbound far sideline, has Joe Wallace, Holmgren, and Dub with him. Chet Holmgren scoreless in game 4 after scoring 26 in game 4. Or game 3 rather, the dribble weave he gives to Dub. Slot right Wallace, dashing left on Edey, lays it up. It's blocked by Edey going up. I'm not sure why he took that shot. Bain spins away from Caruso. Down the lane, barrels to the rim, lays it in with the right hand. Coast to coast. And Mark Daigneault's seen enough. Thunder are not focused at the level they need to be for playoff success. And the Grizzlies taking full advantage of it. It's tied at 41 with 7:27 left in the second quarter. We'll take time. This is Thunder basketball.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on June 14th with Josh Turner. Would you go with me? And Edwin McCain. Along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino. Why don't we just dance?
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
It's the final day of the NFL draft, and several Sooners and Cowboys have been selected today. Danny Stutzman goes to New Orleans in the 4th round. Also in the 4th round, OU's Billy Bowman heads to Atlanta. And from OSU, Colin Oliver goes in the 5th round to Green Bay. And Ollie Gordon was just selected in the 6th round by Miami. Let's send you back to Memphis. Here's Matt Pinto.
The rattle of the 2025 NBA playoffs means there's all new gear in the Thunder shop. Get loud with the Thunder postseason attire. Latest playoff styles can be found at the official Thunder shop or online at OKCThunder.com/shop. Zach Edey's previous career high in his rookie season for blocks 4. He has 6 thus far in this game. The Thunder, for whatever reason, are serving up shot block opportunities. I'm not taking anything away from Zach Edey, but the Thunder multiple times in the last sequence exposed the ball right for him to smack away. He lumbers defensively. You got to force him to move. OKC's done a really good job against him in this series that way. For whatever reason in this game, it's not happening. His 6 blocks have fueled the Grizzlies from 6 back to a 41 all-tie. Chet Holmgren, who's had a marvelous series, is 0 of 3 shooting. And the Thunder have knocked down just 2 of 16 3-pointers. Shooting variance always factors into results. And the Thunder have done a really good job establishing their stuff inside in general, outscoring the Grizzlies 26-16 in the paint and generating 9 second chance points. But they've been caught at 41 apiece, hitting 3 of 11 second quarter shots. Wallace driving right at the paint, contained by Bain. Straight away to Dub, slashing left on Conchar. Shovel feeds right wing to Caruso, pump faking. Barrels in the lane, shovel feeds corner right to Holmgren. Driving by a defender, pulls up. Right of the lane, 10-foot jumper goes. That time he allowed Edey to fly by him on a head and shoulder maneuver. Wisely done by the second-year man. It's 43-41 Thunder. Kennard out front. Shovels to Aldama, holding on the left flank. Near midcourt to Kennard, back of an Edey pick that rubs off Joe. Luke in the lane. Lobs inside to Edey, gathers and blows a layup. Tip follow to Edey, knocked away out of bounds by Cason Wallace. Zach Edey unable to convert at the lane, has only 2 rebounds and 2 points, but he has 6 block shots, 13 to shoot here. As Conchar will inbound right of his own bucket. Edey guarded by Holmgren. Conchar looking, feeds Edey left wing. At 7-4, he gives behind him to Bain. Slipping baseline on Caruso, pushes off, fades. Rainbow 17-foot jumper not close. Leaping rebound, Joe. Thunder back in business up 2. Isaiah between the rings to Caruso, 6.5 to play in the second. Alex feeds Joe well out front. High post left to Holmgren. Slashing right. Steps between defenders and dunks. Well done by Chet Holmgren. Back-to-back buckets off the timeout. And that dunk, this afternoon's Boomerang Diners boom of the game. Well done by the big 7-foot 1-inch second-year player. Thunder by 4. Kennard back of a moving Edey pick that will wipe out the possession. Rubbing off Joe. Gives the ball back to OKC on the 8th Grizzly turnover of the first half. They have resulted in 11 Thunder points thus far. And OKC protects it well, has all season with only 2 turnovers thus far for 5 points. Edey picking up his 3rd personal foul. And they don't sub for him yet. 6:15 left in the third. Jaren Jackson's going to do that at the next dead ball. Dub on the handle, back of a Caruso pick. Slices left. Corner left to Caruso, pump faking. Edey on it. Left to right on the crossover, into the paint. Shovel feeds left wing to Dub for a long wing 3-pointer that looks good, but it's short. Thunder are 2 of 17 from 3-point land. Bain the loose ball. Thunder are back. Bain pump fakes. Gets it back left wing from Edey. Caruso smothers him. Bain rumbles right in the lane anyway, leans in, missed a hook from 5. Edey misses the follow dunk with the right hand, but a foul coming on Chet Holmgren. And the Thunder may want to look to challenge that. Edey just missed a follow dunk. I'm not sure there was contact there. Chet Holmgren goes over to have a chat with Pat Frayer, who blew the whistle. Edey benefits by 2 free throws on this sequence as we watch the review. He may have gotten him on the arm, certainly not on the face, the way that Frayer was indicating. So Edey benefits by 2 free throws, where the Grizz are 8 of 8 in game 4, Thunder 3 of 5. Zach's first one is up, 9 of 9 for Memphis, as Edey stays in with 3 fouls. Gilgeous-Alexander on for the first time in the second quarter. Lit up the Grizzly defense for 16 first quarter points on 7 of 7 shooting. It's his second best shooting quarter of the season. 45-42 Thunder, cramped quarters, 5:44 left till halftime. As Edey makes both free throws, the Grizzlies are 10 of 10 at the line. Conchar undressing Shea in the backcourt without repercussion. Grizzlies have no team fouls in the quarter more than 6 minutes in. Holmgren fed. Tires an angle right 3-pointer that's short, where the Thunder have a lid on it from distance. They're 2 of 18 in the game. Aldama back with a rebound. Bain fed out front. Grizzlies down 2 as Joe switches off on Bain. Desmond, the big forceful guard. Knifes right back of an Edey pick. Hooks the ball left wing to Conchar to the baseline on Caruso. Spins. Lays it up. Lays it in. It's tied at 45 apiece. Grizzlies not going away. Thunder not playing well enough to send them away. Caruso right baseline out of a double. Kicks to Joe. Slot left to Shea. Back to Joe open. Right side angle. Long 3 is online and in. Cha-ching Thunder money ball as Edey shoves Holmgren from under the bucket. It's 48-45 Thunder. Aldama right corner for 3 in the tie. Gets it. Joe got there late. Thunder are not connected in the way they'll need to be to advance in this series. Thus far in this game, they're given a 52% shooting. Shea barrels and kicks. Left wing to Holmgren open. Snaps off a 3. That's short. Joe tips a rebound. Dort tips it a second time and gathers. Out front to Caruso. Steps into a wide open angle right 3 that's online and short. Dort runs it down. Fights for it. Shea at midcourt can't get it. Conchar gets it. Long leads Aldama. Trailing right to Bain for a 3 that's up and off. Joe fights for the rebound. Tipped in the lane to Edey, who dunks with 2 hands. Memphis 50, OKC 48. 4:20 left to play in the second quarter. Out rebounding the Thunder are the Grizz, 22-17 to lead by 2 from 6 back. Joe left wing. Springs a three that's online and in there. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Isaiah Joe quiets the crowd and gives the Thunder back a 51-50 advantage. Joe, splashing his second three of the game, has made 39% of his trays in the series. Thunder by a digit inside the 4-minute mark of the second. Aldama feeds Edey, lifted straight away. Zach playing with 3 fouls, hands to Bain. Crowded by Holmgren. Powers right, jump stops and shovels a layup up, no good. Holmgren grabbed over the top by Edey, who picks up his 4th foul. So that gamble does not pay off for Tuomas Isolo as Holmgren is down holding his face. Edey grabbed him around the shoulders and flung him down for his 4th foul. That's the first team foul called against the Grizzlies the entire quarter. 3:44 left in the second. Chet is still down. Right now he's holding his face and nose area. Watching the replay, Bain missed. And then Edey grabbed him around the neck and shoulder. James Capers is going to replay. Yeah, there's no need for what we just saw. That's got to be a flagrant as well against Edey. Grabbed Holmgren around the neck and slung him to the floor. Already one flagrant foul won against the Grizzlies in this game. That was on Jackson for an elbow to the face of Caruso. And now Edey with unnecessary roughness against Holmgren, fighting for a loose ball inside. Ball was up. Holmgren in front of Edey. Had a beeline to it, and Edey then just grabbed around the neck Chet Holmgren and flung him to the floor, and then acted like the ball should be Memphis's ball. That's the 4th foul on Edey, and it may be more than simply a common foul. Here's James Capers.
Following review, we do not have a flagrant act. It does not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul. There is no follow-through, and the defender releases, so therefore we have a loose ball foul in the Oklahoma City's ball.
I guess you can grab a guy around the neck and sling him down, and that's not a flagrant foul in the NBA these days. Edey likely will sit the remaining 3:44 of the second. We'll see if this sways the scoreboard, where OKC's up by 1 at the moment, 51-50. That is an egregiously reckless play by Zach Edey, and the message he receives from doing that without any repercussion is it's okay, and it's not. That's a dangerous play for Chet Holmgren. His head snapped back after being flung to the floor, being grabbed around the neck by Zach Edey. 3:44 left in the second. Thunder back of a 47% shooting game, only 4 of 22 from 3, lead 51-50 against the Grizzlies in Memphis. 3:44 left in the second quarter. Lou Dort, Isaiah Hartenstein, Isaiah Joe, Chet Holmgren, and SGA the 5 for the Thunder. Joe screens for Dort, who gives high post right to Hartenstein. Holding. Chet wants it, can't get it. It's deflected into him, low post left, and apparently off his hand out of bounds because Vince Williams low bridged him. 51-50 Thunder defending. Vince Williams across timeline giving to Pippen. He leads the Grizzlies with 11. Scotty gets a screen from Jackson. Feeds Jaron on a wraparound feed. Jackson top of the key. Pushing off on Hartenstein. Spins. Whips it right wing to Vince Williams. Tipped out of bounds. It looked like by Williams to me. Isaiah Joe has it called off of him by Pat Frayer. I don't think the Thunder will challenge possession there. J-Dub in, Isaiah Joe out. Joe has made some key shots in this quarter. A couple of threes, loosening up the Grizzly defense a little bit. Thunder 4 of 22 from distance. 7 to shoot. Jackson comes out front, receives the inbound. Hands behind him to Bain. Desmond pulls up. 20-foot stroke straight away good. Unguarded. 52-51 Memphis. Desmond Bain has 9 first-half points on 4 of 11 shooting. On the teeter-totter, 10 lead changes, 6 ties. Dub shovel feeds inside to Holmgren, who fumbles the ball out of bounds. Rough half for Holmgren. 2 of 7 shooting with that turnover. That's the Thunder's 4th giveaway. Grizzlies get it back up 1. Inside the 3-minute mark of the second. Pippen slices left, hooks it, slot right to Jackson. To the wing against Shea. Doubled by Holmgren. Barrels his way across the lane and coughs it up. Dub the steal. 1-on-3. Tries by Akonchar. Into the lane. Comes to the rim, lays it up, and lays it home. Much contact. No whistle. And Dub plays through it for his 10th and 11th points. Thunder by 1, 53-52 with 13 points off of 9 takeaways. Pippen right to left behind a pick by Jackson. Thunder switch it. Jaron wants it mid-post right, has it against Shea. Doubled by Holmgren, leans in, goes glass, and his jump hook blocked off his body by Holmgren out of bounds. So Chet Holmgren has been big in blocks. His 8th of the series gives it back to the Thunder. 53-52 Oklahoma City. hammer and tong both ways. A physically played first half, and the Thunder trying to persevere to lead going to the locker room in Game 4 with a chance to advance. 2:34 left in the quarter, a timeout call that we'll take. This is Thunder basketball.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
Thunder fans, the Thunder are playing excellent basketball, and MidFirst Bank has a great way for you to show our All-Stars your support. Score $200 and a Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Use your $200 to buy fan gear or MVP-worthy apparel. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/thunderup. Member FDIC.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Earlier today, the other number 1 seed, Cleveland, is also in a position where they have a 3-0 lead in their opening round series. This is after they defeated the Heat earlier today by 37 points, despite the fact they had no Darius Garland in this one. 6 players scored in double figures for the Cavaliers, and Game 4 of that series is Monday. We'll send you back to Memphis. Here's Matt Pinto.
Reserve your spot for the next season of Thunder basketball. Deposits for the 25-26 season ticket memberships are officially open. Get ahead of the game and lock in your deposit now at OKCThunder.com/memberships. Well, OKC has gotten up 13 more shots from the field than the Grizzlies, yet leads by 1. That's a bit ominous. Memphis has made 2 more threes than the Thunder and 7 more free throws on a 10-10 free throw shooting night. And despite limiting Memphis to 7 of 16 second quarter shooting, forcing 4 turnovers in the frame, OKC's up by only 1. 53-52, having led by no more than 6 in Game 4. Grizzlies led by 7 in the opening quarter. Thunder by 3 at the turn from the first to the second. Grizzlies get really physical here. 2:34 left in the quarter. They have 1 team foul. It's Dort, Hartenstein, Holmgren, J-Dub, and SGA against Vince Williams Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr., Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Santi Aldama. Dub in the backcourt, rubbing off a Shea screen to activate. Shea scoreless in the frame, has 16 in the game. Dub bounce feeds right baseline to Hartenstein, up top to Dort, fires an angle left rainbow three-pointer that's not close and not a good shot. Thunder are 4 of 23 from distance, 1 and done as Williams has the miss. Pippen rubs off a high screen by Jackson, smothered by Hartenstein. Right wing kicks to Aldama for an open 3 that goes. Santi Aldama in his first start of the series has splashed 4 3-pointers, has a dozen points, and Memphis leads 55-53, outplaying the Thunder in execution. Gildas Alexander picked up by Pippen, gets a Hartenstein pick. Bumped by Pippen twice, sets up Dub. Left corner, crowded by Vince Williams. Jab steps, barrels inside, lays it in with the left hand. As inside, Jackson's knocked down by Hartenstein and is begging for a whistle. Dub ties the game at 55 as he has 13, playing brilliant basketball again in Game 4 as he has the whole series. Bane pushing off on Dort. Jackson fed, blasting left. Across his body, banks it up. It rolls off from 10, but Hartenstein called for a foul because Jackson cried like a baby the last time down the floor. Second on Hartenstein. Free throws coming for Jaren Jackson Jr., who's 1 of 4 shooting, has 6 points in Game 4. But Memphis has brought physical force. This is not a team that looks ready to roll over to me at all. They've recovered nicely from squandering a 21-point lead in Game 3, playing without Jaren Jackson in this one. Or without John Morant, rather, in this one. Jaren Jackson makes it 11 of 11 for the team from the line. He's 5 of 5, nailing the first. Memphis by 1, 56-55. Holmgren out with 4 points. No rebounds as yet. Cason Wallace in for him. Jackson's second looks good in his. Thunder down 2, 57-55. Dub picked up deep in the backcourt by Vince Williams. Grizz have a foul to give. He gives right wing to Wallace. Cason sneaks into the paint. Contain, feeds Hartenstein high right, giving to Dort. Lugens fumbles, gets the dribble back. Between the rings to Dub, swiping in front of him of Williams. Barrels right into the lane, pump fakes. Whips it inside to Hartenstein, and a foul coming on either Jackson or Williams as Jaren Jackson looks to the heavens and goes to Tomas Izolo, asking what he did. Well, he committed his second foul is what he did. 14 restored to the shot clock. OKC will inbound with 1:14 left in the opening half. 57-55 Memphis. Wallace gets it into Dort out front. Feeding Shea. Operating 35 feet straight away. Dribbles left. Pippen reaches in and fouls him. So free throws now for SGA. As Scottie Pippen gets overly aggressive with his first foul in 17 game minutes. As Gilgeous Alexander will attempt his third and fourth free throws of Game 4. Thunder attempting their sixth and seventh foul shots of this game. The Grizz have attempted 12. And the Thunder have outscored Memphis 32-20 inside. Go figure. Shea readies with the first, casts it, and sticks it. He's not missed a shot in this game. 7 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3 at the line. He also has 5 assists, a team high, with 17 points. Dub the only other double-figure Thunder scorer with 13. Aldama 12 for the Grizz, Pippen 11. Shea misses the second free throw. Thunder from the line are 4 of 7. Pippen across the timeline. The Grizz own a 1-point lead, a minute left in the half. Feeding Jackson. Sizing up Hartenstein from 30. Working the left-hand bounce. Pushing off left. Crosses over. Ducks right. Loses his balance. Right wing kicks to Pippen. Block going up by Wallace. Hartenstein the loose ball with numbers. Shea kicks left wing to Dub. Down the lane in the corner to Wallace. Covered up. Low left to Dub. Holding to the trailing Hartenstein. Rubbing to the rim. Lays it up and lays it in. Thunder by 1. 58-57. Running back well. They've got 13 fast break points in this game. 35 seconds left till halftime. A difference of 15 game to shot clock. Bane barreling left. Loses it in the lane. Wallace has it. Cason to trailing Shea. A 5-second difference game to shot clock. Thunder settle for a good one here, leading 58-57. Shea played by Bane, top of the key. Steps back, fires, hits for 3 straight away. A block by Bane, apparently clean. As Shea's knocked down without a whistle, the ball's out of bounds to the Grizzlies. Bane hit the ball. How is it Memphis basketball? How is that Memphis basketball? That's either a block shot or a foul on Desmond Bane. Mark Daigneault is incensed. It's got to be Thunder ball here with 15.4 seconds left. Bane denied Shea a step back 3 straight away. Absolutely contacted the ball. Shea fell down. Should have been a 3-shot foul. Instead, they call it Memphis basketball.
Oklahoma City is challenging the ruling about a bounce on the play.
Thank you. So Mark Daigneault, I think, is expecting a proximate foul to be called on Bane, who was in the airspace of Shea shooting, and hit him on the right wrist, no question. We're watching it on replay. Bane hit him on the right elbow. He never contacted the ball. The shot was 3 feet short of the rim because Bane hit Shea's arm on ascent and on delivery, and then got into his airspace coming down after the shot was snapped off. Thunder are 7 of 24 shooting in the second quarter and 3 of 13 from 3. In a back-and-forth Game 4 with 13 lead changes, 7 ties. Thunder by 1 at the moment as Bane hit the left arm of Shea going airborne on release of that 3-point shot. And we'll see on replay if they decide that is a foul. It should be. The shot was 3 feet short of the basket. I thought initially Bane got a piece of the shot. He did not. He didn't touch the ball, but he touched the arm of Shea on release. 15.4 left in this second quarter. And because Bane didn't touch the ball, the Thunder aren't going to win the possession challenge here, but they could receive a proximate foul call on Bane, which would be his first. As with aides from Secaucus, New Jersey's NBA Replay Center, we have a decision. Here's James Capers coming to let us know what it is. 15.4 left in the second, Thunder by 1.
Following review, we have a proximate foul. Bane contacts the arm of the shooter Alexander. Therefore, we have a defensive foul and a successful challenge We will Alexander on the line for 3 free throws, and we will play off of that with 17.5. Oklahoma City retains their timeout.
So Shea back at the free throw line where he's 3 of 4. The Thunder as a team 4 of 7. This is tough sledding on the road. They did not shoot free throws well, though it kept the door ajar on Thursday in Game 3. 23 of 33, only 71%, and they've not shot it well in this game. The Memphis Grizzlies are 12 of 12 at the line. OKC's 4 of 7 in a one-point game. Thunder up 58-57. They've been outscored the second quarter by 2. They led by 3 after 1. Shea given the ball for the first of 3. Bends his knees, eyes the rim, dips, shoots, and misses. He's missed 2 straight. So the struggles continue at the line. I can't explain it. They're 4 of 8. And they led the league in free throw efficiency in the regular season at 82%. Shea's second is up. That one's good. He's got 18 opening half points. His series high is the 31 he scored in Game 3 Thursday night. 17.5 left in the quarter. Thunder by 2. Shea looks to extend it to a 3-point lead and does. 60-57 OKC. Last shot time for the Grizz. Thunder out of fouls. Pippen speed dribbles right. Fending off Wallace. Floats a runner that counts if it goes, it does not. Pippen grabbing the arm of Wallace, who apparently was the guilty party on the reach-in foul with 11.9 left in the second quarter. So Kaysen picking up the personal. It will be his first. And Scottie Pippen Jr. goes to the foul line. He's 2 of 2 there. With Morant out, Pippen very aggressive in this game with 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. His first free throw is on the way. Good. The Grizzlies are 13 of 13 foul shooting. Huge part of the reason they're down only 2, 60-58. Kaysen Wallace sits down, replaced by Isaiah Joe. J-Dub is in for offense as well. So it's Dort, Joe, Dub, SGA, and Chet Holmgren for the Thunder for the final 11.9 of what has been a wild first half of Game 4 in Memphis, with Oklahoma City on top 60-58. Pippen with the second. That one looks good and is. 1-point game. Holmgren gets it in quickly to SGA. Guarded by Konchar on the backcourt. Crossing the timeline with 7. Stationary with 6. Crossing over. Angles left of the dribble. Spins right. Stripped to the ball going up by Konchar. Pippen's got it. That's how the half ends. Thunder 60, the Grizzlies 59 at halftime of Game 4. A Thunder win, and they advance to the Western Conference semifinals. A Grizzly victory sets up a Game 5 in Oklahoma City on Monday. Thunder by a digit at intermission of Game 4. We'll get to halftime activities with Gideon and Matt next. This is Thunder Basketball.
MidFirst Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the exclusive provider of the Thunder and Rumble debit cards. As the largest privately owned bank in the nation, MidFirst Bank has the strength, stability, and expertise to help you prepare for the now and the future. So, no matter where your financial journey takes you, MidFirst Bank is the partner to help you get there. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Dive into the excitement where the spirit of Thunder basketball meets classic diner delights at Boomerang Diner. On Mondays, start off the week with a winning deal. Grab a mouth-watering burger for half the price. On Fridays, feast on all-you-can-eat fish and make your Fridays truly memorable. And no matter the quarter, it's always breakfast time at Boomerang. Pancakes, eggs, and more, served all day, every day. Fuel up like a champ today. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
Y'all know his name?
Lil Wayne.
What the f*** though? Where the love
Live
go?
in concert.
3, 2,
One night only in Oklahoma City.
I'm the best to ever do it.
With special guests, Hot Boys, Juvenile, BG, and Turk. Baycom Center, Friday, May 16th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit LilWayneOfficial.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the Oklahoma City Thunder Halftime Show with Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis, now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Welcome into the Oklahoma City Thunder Halftime Show. Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis, inside our network studios as OKC looks to complete the first-round sweep of the Memphis Grizzlies. And, Matt, right now, they're in front, and when it has come down to possession execution, Memphis has been far superior to Oklahoma City. It's the Thunder doing those things that they do, creating the extra possessions for when the first time around doesn't work. And we're talking about turnovers and offensive rebounds, which has put them in front.
Yeah, 52 shots for Oklahoma City, 38 for Memphis. That exemplifies what you're talking about. Memphis, though, converting a lot of their field goal attempts, converting almost half of their three-point attempts. I just need to give Memphis some credit because, you look in the stands of this game, and obviously the fans didn't have a ton of faith in what they were going to see today. Completely understood. I didn't have a ton of faith. And, after seeing the letdown of last game, not just Ja getting hurt, but watching that 29-point lead slip away, and the players playing extremely hard. The coaching staff clearly cares. So that's where I want to start there. It's just by giving Memphis some credit for hanging in this one.
Yep. Getting to the free throw line. You've got 13 from Scottie Pippen Jr. to go along with 4 rebounds, 3 assists against 1 turnover. Santi Aldama hit 4 3-point shots in the first half, 7 of 15 from distance for Memphis. But, the more controllable things are getting to the line now. Edey with 4 fouls. He had 5 blocked shots in the first half. So not having him on the floor could, typically would say that's a little bit of a benefit for Memphis, but he was a +1 in those 16 minutes and was at least a rim deterrent for Oklahoma City. One of the reasons why I think that they settled for 23 3-point attempts in the first half. Oklahoma City will eventually start to make these, but 4 of 23 from 3-point range, 6 of 10 from the free throw line. And so Oklahoma City is very fortunate that they do have kind of the base, the core that they do of creating those extra opportunities. And for, like what we talk about all the time, when they eventually need to hit threes, they will hit threes later on in this game, and the run will be on. But that's why this is such a benefit, because you really look at this from an execution standpoint and say, hey, Memphis probably should be up by 8 or 10 right now if the Thunder didn't create these. And a lot of that goes to, spread across the board in terms of offensive rebounding. But Alex Caruso had 2 more steals. Isaiah Hartenstein had a couple of deflections and some steals. So those guys were very important.
No question about it. As far as the offensive approach, I don't know if there's too much you need to change. I know that the 3-point shot was not falling, but they were extremely efficient from 2. The Thunder ended up being 21 of 29 in the first half from 2. So I think they're finding good looks, especially on the interior. But Chet is 0 of 4. By the way, another struggle first half for Chet Holmgren. So if you're the Thunder, you're hoping it's like the previous game, because Chet only scored 1 point in the previous game, then had, I think, 23 in the second half. Chet with 4, not a single rebound as well. That's something that you would like to see change. But the rebounding in general, I thought was what was okay from Oklahoma City, especially on the offensive end. But Memphis did get 7 more of those.
And we've seen first halves where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander struggles and Oklahoma City's up huge. This one, he makes his first 5. He ends up going 7 of 8 from the field, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and they're still only up 1, 19 points and 5 assists for Shai to go along with a steal as well. But he's knocking down shots certainly in this game. J-Dub has 13. They're the only 2 Thunder players that have scored in double figures. Hartenstein, again, 3 of 3. He's got 8 rebounds, couple of assists, 2 steals. And then off the bench, Isaiah Joe was able to knock down a couple of 3-point hits. Aaron Wiggins was the most effective Thunder player by the numbers. The lineup where he and Cason Wallace shared the floor together was part of a Thunder group that went on a run, but Wiggs is a +10 in 7 minutes.
Kenrich Williams even got in there for a couple minutes in the first half, so we'll see what the second half holds for a guy like Aaron Wiggins. You started off there talking about Shai. He was 7 of 7 in that first quarter. He had a perfect first quarter, and that is his 11th perfect shooting quarter of the season, which is fairly ridiculous among qualifying quarters. So I thought, there was a lot of concern about him. Is he okay? We saw him getting to his spots in the previous games, just not converting on those. Those shots were falling, and then he was also able to get to the foul line. So I thought Shea, for all the people who were extremely worried about him through game 1, 2, and 3, that's a superstar finding his level once again.
All right, coming up next, we'll look forward to the second half of this afternoon's game as Oklahoma City looks to complete the first round sweep of the Memphis Grizzlies. You're listening to the Oklahoma City Thunder Halftime Show.
OKC's hottest entertainment at the Showplace Theater with acts like Boyz II Men, April 18th. America, April 26th. Patti LaBelle, May 2nd. And Scotty McCreery, May 10th. Riverwind is OKC's favorite casino experience.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show. Gideon Hamilton along with Matt Ravis, and the Thunder have a lead over the Grizzlies 60-59 here at the break. Biggest lead of the game for either team is right around half dozen. Oklahoma City was up by as many as 6. Memphis led this one by as many as 7, but it's been pretty close and some good action between these two teams here in the first half, something that we didn't necessarily anticipate. And now you might be, if you're a Memphis Grizzlies player, subject to the availability, as unlikely as it still is, that there is some belief that they could extend this series today.
No question about it. And that was probably the biggest thing I was looking for in this game is, okay, that second half, man, it's just tough to describe how gut-wrenching that must have been as forget being a Memphis fan watching that game. Imagine being a part of that, watching that thing slip through your fingertips. And even after Ja goes out, still plenty of opportunities to win that thing in the second half. You let that go away. So I wondered what their mindset was going to be, because there's some guys who don't want to be swept under any circumstances whatsoever. I think there's others who let their mind drift to, okay, what is vacation going to be like, knowing that you're not coming down 3-0, especially an 8 seed over a 1 seed would be completely unprecedented in so many different ways. But they showed a lot of fight and a lot of grit in that first half. So I was wondering what the mindset was going to be. And you know what? I mean, it's not like Jaren Jackson Jr. just went crazy in that first half. It's not like Desmond Bane just went crazy in the first half. It was really role players stepping up. And then for the Thunder, you maybe need a little bit more from your role players.
Well, and that's one thing. I think the other thing that you look at is the turnover machine is working right now. For Oklahoma City, 10-4 in terms of total giveaways, and points off is 15-7 in favor of Oklahoma City. Again, I think that's critical for OKC, not just to win the game from a functional standpoint, but also a mental standpoint.
Yeah, no question about that. So, in this a team that doesn't have a ton of ball handlers. I mean, they don't have a ton of guys who feel confident putting the ball on the floor, so you should be able to force a ton of those.
And then for Memphis, what are they talking about in their halftime locker room other than just the belief? I mean, structurally, what did you like from them in the first half, and what are they going to try to accomplish here in the second half?
I just thought they did a good job of being unpredictable and just because there's not what game plan can you have going into this game losing your best player. So in general, I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr. wasn't like he was ISO in every possession like I thought he was going to.
Right.
They were able to get some open threes for good 3-point shooters. They didn't take that many of them. They only took 15, but they were all really, really good looks. So they're just trying to generate some 3 balls, which is that's the great equalizer.
Yeah, 14 assists on 25 makes for the Thunder, 14 assists on 19 makes for the Grizzlies. So if they continue to move the ball around, might have a few more chances to stave off a sweep. Oklahoma City right now on top, though, headed into the third quarter, 60-59. When we come back, Matt Pinto will have the call of the second half. You're listening to Thunder Basketball.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it, and you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Welcome back. The Thunder with a 60-59 lead over the Grizzlies at the break. Send you back to Memphis. Here with the call of the second half is Matt Pinto.
Teams historically in the NBA that have led 3 games to none in a best-of-7 series have never lost. They've won all 157 of them. So if you believe history, then you believe the Thunder ultimately persevere. But is this series going to be extended? The Grizzlies without Ja Morant in Game 4 have given everything they've had and trailed the Thunder by only 1 at the break. Now, here's some of the good news for the Thunder. They've gotten up 14 more shots than the Grizzlies because they've taken it away 10 times for 15 points and have 7 offensive rebounds. But free throwing, the last 2 games, not good. 23 of 33 in Game 3 kept the door open late for the Grizzlies, and that Thunder incredible escape by 6 coming from 29 down. Last 2 games they are 29 of 43 foul shooting, and they're not knocking down 3-point shots. That was the case in Game 3 through the first half. It changed in the second. Through a half of play, they're 4 of 23 from 3-point distance. Grizz have made 3 more threes than the Thunder in this game, and 8 more free throws as they've yet to miss in 14 tries. They're 14 of 14. Thunder are 6 of 10 from the line. Thunder being out-rebounded decisively for the first time in this series, 25-18. And although they've taken the ball away 10 times and outscored the Grizzlies 34-20 in the paint, up only 1 at the break. So it's a bit ominous, the feel to this game at the half versus Game 3 Thursday, where the Thunder did very little right. We're down 26 at the break, but the Grizzlies burned a lot of energy and minutes on their starters in that game, and that ultimately came back to bite them as they appeared a fatigued team in the second half with the Thunder rallying, ultimately winning the game by 6. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's been dynamic in this game, 7 of 8 shooting, 19 points. He's 5 of 7 from the foul line, has 5 assists with 1 steal. J-Dub has 13 for the Thunder. They're the 2 in double figures for Oklahoma City. For the Grizzlies, Scottie Pippen Jr. continues to play exceptionally well in the absence of Ja Morant with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Santi Aldama has made 4 3-pointers in the start. In the absence of Morant, he has 12 points for Memphis. When leading at halftime during the regular season, Oklahoma City 53-5. When down at the half, the Grizzlies won 16 of the 42 times they were in that situation. So Game 4 far from over. The Thunder have got a lot of work to do here if they're to win this game and advance to the Western semifinals in 4 consecutive games. You've got to believe Chet Holmgren plays better in the second half. He had no rebounds or assists in the opening half, 2 of 7 shooting, 0 of 4 on threes. He had a massive haul in the third and fourth quarters of Game 3 on Thursday with 23 of his 24 coming after the break. Lou Dort, Isaiah Hartenstein, J-Dub, SGA, and Chet Holmgren, the 5 for the Thunder. OKC lost the game's opening tip by rule to have the ball to begin the third. Shooting at the basket to my left against Santi Aldama. Zach Edey playing with 4 fouls and 5 first-half blocks. Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Scottie Pippen. Dub working high left to the foul line. Comes up and under, spins a double pump layup try. A 4th shot, not close. Long rebound run down by Pippen, given to Aldama. Aldama played by Shai, gets a screen from Jackson. Works top of the key, kicks Jackson. Open, right side angle 3 is on the way short. Shai digs the rebound out as the Grizz, a rare miss from distance. They're 7 of 16, 44%. Gilgeous-Alexander on the handle. A grab by Pippen. Weaving right, now left down the lane. Lays it up on Edey, who blocks a shot out of bounds. Again, the Thunder coming right at Zach Edey, not forcing him to move to get his blocks. That's his 6th. 12 to shoot. 11:21 left in the third quarter of Game 4. Well, it's the toughest thing to do to close out a team on the road in a playoff series, and the Thunder are experiencing that right now. Shea off the inbound, up the left sideline, bumped and fouled by Pippen. Scottie picks up his second. What's funny in watching Scottie Pippen play is you could foul him out in 5 minutes. It just becomes a question of which will be called fouls and which are not. That's his second officially. 11:20 left in the third. Neither side has struck yet in the third quarter. Thunder 60, the Grizzlies 59. Ball bounced past inbounds to Shea. Shadowed by Bane, left wing to Holmgren. Chet explores the lane, shovels on the perimeter to Dort, up top to Shea, 4 to shoot. Shea elevates and fires a pull-up left side angle 15-foot jumper. Short, he's missed his last 2 shots. Aldama runs down the miss, feeding Pippen off the stutter step. Works away from Dort. Spins right into the lane. Leans in and floats a 12-footer that he hits. Pippen and the Grizzlies lead 61-60. Scottie Pippen playing fearlessly and nobody stopping him. Dub in the lane. Kicks to Holmgren, holding, slot left. Shed hesitates and gives back to Dub between the rings. One-on-one on Aldama. Slashing right, crosses over left. Ducking down the lane, whips it on the baseline to Hartenstein for a floater from 7. It's not there. Fights for his own miss. It's free. Rolls out to Dub. Up top to Dort. Slot right, Shea. 8 to shoot. Back to Dort for 3 straight away in the lead. It's on line, back rim. Dub has a loose ball. Dishing to Shea. Slot right, 12 to shoot. Barreling right into traffic. Floats it up. Counts if it goes, it will not. Aldama hit SGA as he burrowed by Pippen. Well, the Thunder are staying after it on the offensive backboard, and that's their salvation right now. They're not executing well, and they're not making shots at a high level against the Grizzly defense. Down 1, 61-60, 10-20 left third quarter. Thunder field goal percentage down to 43.9 in the game. They're 4 of 24 on threes. Shea's first free throw is good. He's got 20. 6 of 8 foul shooting, 7 of 10 field goal shooting. He's missed his last 3 shots from the floor after making his first 7. Thunder have tied it at 61 apiece. We've had 8 ties and 14 lead changes in Game 4, the most competitive game of the series by far from start to finish. Shea's second for the lead is good. So Gilgeous-Alexander, the 3-time All-Star, has Oklahoma City up 62-61. Early third quarter from FedEx Forum in Memphis. Pippen's had no trouble with Dort thus far in this game. He has 15 points. Scottie feeds a right wing to Aldama, chased down by Shea. Top of the key, dumping it right baseline to Jackson. Backing Hartenstein. Spins, leans in, hooks, and leaves a 5-footer short. Well defended. Jaren Jackson, 1 of 6. Hartenstein has the rebound. Dishing to Shea, slot right Dub, corner right Dort, up the sideline to Dub, open. Right side angle 3-pointer on the way short. Hartenstein the rebound. Lays it up on the follow and lays it in. That time beat Jackson to the spot again. Ihart has 11 rebounds now and 8 points. Thunder up 3, 64-61. They've led by no more than 6. Bane back of an Edey pick. Slashing right, kicks on the wing to Pippen. And off the ball, we have an offensive foul call on Desmond Bane for firing Dort to the floor. So Bane, in frustration, picks up his 3rd. That's the Grizzlies' 11th turnover. Not a team foul. Memphis has 2 of those, though, already to begin the third quarter with 9:38 left. Thunder dominated the second half against this opponent on Thursday. Can they duplicate that here? Shea, bumped by Pippen on the perimeter again. Pushing off, and Shea's called for an offensive foul. He's basically saying to the refs, get him off of me. These are fouls, and they're not responding. Shea took it in upon himself to shove off that time and picked up his first foul of the game. 9:29 left third quarter. That's not defense. That's a different sport. That's not defense that Pippen's playing. Bane out near midcourt. Played by SGA on a switch. Bane 40 feet away. Rubbing off a screen by Edey. Barreling down the lane. Lays it up on Holmgren. And Chet says, I don't think so. Smacks that driving layup out of bounds for his second block of Game 4. He's got 9 blocks now in the series in 4 games. 9 to shoot for the Grizz. As Bane's struggles continue, he's 4 of 12 in this game, 1 of 4 from 3. Pippen will trigger underneath, his team down by 3. Scottie looking, whips it in the corner to Bane, pump fakes, fires for 3 in the tie, no good. Loose ball, Jackson lost it, it's free, and Dort runs it down. Lugens up the sideline, bumped by Aldama, skates safely across midcourt, gives to SGA. Shea weaving down the lane to the rim, lays it high off the window, lays it home, and he's hacked in the act. Oh, what a move by Gilgeous-Alexander. That was a dazzling deuce by Shea, and one as he blistered both Jackson and Edey en route to the rack and went high off the window, kissing it home for an and one. Both Jackson and Edey collapsed on Shea, but they got the worst of it because Gilgeous-Alexander's right back up at the free throw line. The foul is on Jackson, his third. Gilgeous-Alexander 7 of 9 foul shooting as Jay Huff will check in off the Memphis bench, pulling out all the stops. Their season on the line. Huff's a 7-foot 1-inch perimeter shooting center at 240 pounds in his fourth year from Virginia. Shea's free throw, good. OKC matching its largest lead of 67-61 as Bain has the hit-ahead pass by Pippen off his left shoulder, roll out of bounds. That's the 12th Memphis turnover. OKC on a 7-0 run over the game's last minute 21, bidding for their largest lead of Game 4. Jalen Williams picked up by Bain, orchestrating the attack with 2 assists. Shea fights to get open, and they call him for another offensive foul against Scottie Pippen, who crumbles, flopping, and it's bought. Shea with his second. That's the Thunder's 6th turnover for 7 points. 67-61 Oklahoma City in what has been a bar brawl here in Memphis. 8:45 left in the third. Pippen nearly lost the ball on a handoff from Huff, goes back to midcourt to get it. Scottie wedging left baseline, jump passing in the lane, deflected by Hartenstein, taken by Dub. 3-on-1 to the trailing Holmgren. Elevates and throws down big time over Huff. Look out below, baby. Chet high, hard. Timeout, Grizz. Thunder 69, the Grizzlies 61 as OKC is now hemorrhaging the Grizzlies into turnovers with 13 giveaways for 17 points, and the Thunder have 13 fast break points to grab their largest lead of Game 4, 69-61 with 8:33 left to play in the third frame. We'll take time. This is Thunder Basketball.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know, just got the notification.
Great, smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it, safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh yeah, I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Devon Energy and the Oklahoma City Thunder have launched Devon Sports Lab, a STEM-based program designed to help students improve their game and become excited about STEM through the science behind basketball drills. Our goal is for students to discover how to improve their athletic performance with a better understanding of fundamental science and math concepts. If you have a student in elementary or middle school, visit www.okcthunder.com/sportslab to learn more.
Craving a getaway? Let your taste buds take a trip with Brahms' new Aloha Burger Crave and Save combo. This still includes a double cheeseburger stacked with 2 juicy hamburger patties, melty provolone, fresh grilled pineapple, crisp spinach, ripe tomato, and Brahms' signature dipping sauce, all on a sweet Hawaiian bun fresh from Brahms Bakery. Pair it with Brahms' golden crinkle-cut fries and a hand-dipped milkshake, all for just $8.89. Now that's a deal we're saying aloha to.
Later this evening, the series that will determine the team the Thunder would play in the second round will have its 4th game. The Los Angeles Clippers lead Denver 2-1. Several Denver starters are injured right now. Game time decision demarcation for Russell Westbrook and Michael Porter Jr. They'll go through pregame warm-ups to see if they are good to go. Let's go ahead and send you back to Memphis. Here's Matt Pinto.
Are you ready to bring the Thunder into the playoffs? Stay locked in on all things Thunder during the postseason with playoff text alerts. Text playoffs to 405-877-5558. That's 405-877-5558 to join now. Thunder continue to bring the heat defensively against the Grizzlies, who lack true playmaking without John Morant, taking it away 3 times in the quarter, 13 times in the game for 17 points. Thunder have gotten up 18 more shots than the Grizzlies, running off 9 straight for a lead of 8, their largest in Game 4. 8:33 left in the third. Jay Huff with Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson Jr., Scottie Pippen, and Desmond Bane for the Grizz off the timeout. Bane, back of the pick by Jackson. Terminates a dribble high right, Hartenstein on him. Hands to Pippen, near midcourt to Jackson. Back to Pippen, played by Hartenstein. Spins at the foul line, can't free. Shuttles baseline, pinned to the baseline. Corner left to Huff, whips it in deep to Pippen. Pump faking, got away with a travel, misses the right-hand scoop, but he's fouled going up by either Hartenstein or Holmgren. A clear travel by Scottie Pippen Jr., not called. He gets to the free throw line to stop the bleeding for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies have done a good job of stopping the bleeding there in this game. They've yet to miss in 14 tries. Pippen, during the regular season, in a reserve role, a 71% foul shooter in this series, converting all 13 of his free throws, including 4 in this one. The first one rattles in, not clean, but that ends the Thunder 9-0 run, making it 69-62 Oklahoma City. 8:12 left third quarter. Should the Thunder win, they would open the Western semifinals against the winner of the Nuggets-Clippers series next weekend, either May 3rd or 4th. Pippen hits them both. Unless the Nuggets-Clippers series goes the distance, and that would push the start of the semifinals into the middle of next week. Dub on the handle, Thunder by 6, feeding Holmgren high post left. Huff on him, lobbing inside to Hartenstein, gathers, lays it up, no good, but he's knocked down and fouled by Jay Huff. Ihart unhappy with himself. On the brink of a double-double in Game 4, he has 8 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. Thunder have been active defensively. The Grizzlies got off to another solid start on the offensive end with 31 in the first, but they've been curtailed since, with Oklahoma City up 69-63, 4 minutes into the third quarter. Ihart bends his knees and gets the roll on the first. No, it rolls off. So the Thunder struggles continue at the foul line. This is shocking. They're 9 of 14 in Game 4. Ihart's only a 67% free thrower, so not surprising he would miss on occasion. But the rest of the guys, it's shocking. Hartenstein hit him the second. He's got 9 points, and the Thunder lead is 7. Critical juncture of this game. If the Thunder can push this into considerable double digits, it might be over for the Grizz. Bane angling right on the bounce, shuttles baseline, whips it out of traffic, left corner to Huff, up the sideline to Aldama. Blasting by Dort, floats a runner, up and in over Holmgren, 6 feet away, an undisciplined play by Lou Dort. 70-65. Aldama, 16 points in a start. Shea barreling down the lane, floats it up, floats it home from 7, get ridden by Pippen the entire way, no whistle. Shea says, it's all right. I'm going to do what I do. He has 26. Pippen into the paint, pushing off on Hartenstein. Can't free. Surges right wing to set up shop. 12 to shoot. Jackson wants it, fronted by Holmgren. It's up top to Aldama. Angling left against Dort. Jump passing from the wing. Dort got into his body and is called for his first foul of Game 4. That's the Thunder's second team foul in the third. The Grizz are out of fouls with 7:18 left to play in the frame. Aaron Wiggins in as Isaiah Hartenstein steps off. In 20 minutes, he has a near double-double, 9 points and 10 retrievals. 14 to shoot for the Grizzlies, who trail 72-65 in Game 4. Jackson out front, limited to 1 of 6 shooting. On the bounce, guarded by Dub. Gets a Bane pick. Kicks to Bane on the right flank, 5 to shoot. Bane out front from 30, slashing left on Dub. Floats a runner straight away and hits the clothesline from 17 feet out. Grizz making tough shots, back within 5. Shea stutter steps, ducks to the baseline away from Huff, lays it up, and Huff blocks a shot from behind as Shea exposed it to the shot blocker. Bane the loose ball. Left wing to Aldama, pump fakes. Wraps on to feed, no look to Huff. Catching low left on Wiggins, doubled, pump fakes. Feeds to Bane, out front to Jackson, 3-second lane violation, or rather Bane stepped out of bounds. So that's the Grizzlies' 15th turnover for 20 Thunder points thus far. This has not been a shining Thunder offensive show by any stretch. They've made 46% of their shots, but only 16% of their threes, 4 of 25, and 10 of 15 free throws, 67%. Huff and Jackson out, Edey and Conchar back in for Memphis. Thunder with the ball in a 5-point lead. Wiggins is fed, slot right, pump faking, and bounce feeding inside to Dort. Fouled going up by Bane. Desmond picks up his 4th, and Dort will go to the free throw line, bidding to get into the scoring column in Game 4. He's taken 4 shots. They've all been threes. They've all been astray. Lou has a rebound in Game 4. Jay Will's going to check in for the Thunder. He didn't play at all in Game 3 on Thursday. as Dort shadow strokes, giving the ball for his first free throw. Missed 2 key free throws late in game 3. Lou bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. Thunder by 6, 73-67. They've never led by more than 8 in this game, and that was earlier this quarter. Holmgren sits with 6 points. No rebounds as yet. He's got 2 blocks as Dort awaits the second. Lugens during the regular season converted 79%. He gets them both here. Thunder fall back to defend on top, 74-67. They trail by 7 in the first quarter of this one. Pippen rolled the ball, scoops it up. Thunder in a 2-3 zone for the first time. Pippen holding, fires a long 28-3 straightaway that's off. Not a good shot, no discipline there. Shea's got the miss. Dribbling head up, shadowed by Bain, who plays him with 4 fouls. SGA wriggles to the top of the key, kicks on the wing to Dub, pump faking. Back up the sideline to Shea, guarded by Edey. Steps back, fires a left wing three-pointer, online but short. Aldama clears. Shea yet to make a 3. Across the timeline, Bain dumping low to Edey. Knocked away by Dort beautifully. Wiggins a loose ball, giving to Shea. Stutter steps on Bain. Elevates and fires a lean-in 12-foot stroke that's off. Should have gone glass there. He didn't. He's now missed 5 of his last 7 shots. Aldama off the rebound, surging right. Pulls up, fires over Jay Will, and nails a 17-footer right of the lane. So the Thunder are allowing the Grizzlies to hang around. There's no other way to put it. It's 74-69 Thunder, 5:40 left third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander guarded by Conchar. Doubled, kicks to Wiggins, slashing baseline. Across the lane, lays it up, lays it home, and he's hacked in the act by Conchar. Boy, Wiggins showing off his capacity to generate points off the dribble. That was a powerful surge by Wiggins, who shed Conchar en route for an and 1. He's got 4 off the bench in game 4. Limited time for him in both games 2 and 3, as Conchar was whistled for his second foul. Thunder from the line are 12 of 17 in game 4, being out-rebounded by 7. Assists are even at 17. Wiggins free throw good. Thunder match their largest lead of 8 at 77-69, and they stay in a 2-3 zone. Pippen orchestrating straight away. Bounce feeds wide right to Conchar, back top of the key to Pippen. Right wing Conchar holding, 10 to shoot. They play patty cake. Pippen fed again, top of the key, dancing, shuttling right, spinning on Wiggins into the lane. Floats it up across his body short. Loose ball, Bain, nobody boxes him out. He grabs it and lays it in. 77-71 Thunder. The Grizzlies very much in this one. 5 minutes left in the third. Dubs stutter steps across the timeline on the handle. Conchar on him. Thunder in a 1-4 set. Up 6. Jalen doubled up the right sideline by Aldama and Conchar. Now he's singled, fires. Angle right 20-foot jumper in and out. No good. Heartbreak. Edey's got the miss. Thunder being dominated on the backboard. -8. Pippen slashing right on Dort. Contained. On the wing, Aldama swoops out front. A step on Dub. Into the lane. Lost it. Gets it back. Floats it up. Misses the 12-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander corrals his 4th rebound. Back come the Thunder. Up 6. Up the right side, Wiggins slashing. Down the lane. Lays it up. Can't convert, but he's fouled on an undercut by Scottie Pippen. Pippen picking up his 3rd. He begs to the bench to challenge the call. He was never in position. I hope they do challenge that. There's no way that's a charge. No way that's a block. Or no way that is a charge on Wiggins. Pippen not set, leaning left. That's his 3rd. Bain has 4, Edey 4 for the Grizzlies, as Aaron Wiggins goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Done a good job running in this game. They've generated 13 fast break points and have outscored the Grizzlies 44-28 in the paint. They've dominated paint points in this series. And that's an area of strength for Memphis during the regular season. Wiggins' first foul shot is good. So Wiggins coming up big. He had a massive game in here during the regular season. A game that he scored 28 points in. One of his 5 20-plus point scoring games. Dort exits. Cason Wallace enters for the Thunder between free throws. Aldama and Bain sit down for the Grizz. Vince Williams Jr. and Luke Kennard off the bench of Tuomas Isolo. 78-71 Thunder, 4:32 left in the third. Wiggins hits a both. Now the Thunder stabilizing at the foul line where they're 15 of 20, 75%. Memphis yet to miss in 16 tries. Williams, a poor ball handler, crossing the timeline against SGA. Gets rid of it to Pippen up the right sideline. Scottie swooping right to left on the perimeter. Thunder stay in the zone as Shea follows Pippen to midcourt. Edey screens. Kick comes right wing. Williams strokes a 3 from the wing. It's woefully short. Wiggins fights for the loose ball, but it's gathered by Conchar. Left side Pippen contained by Jay Will. Dishes to Conchar. Right corner Kennard falling out of bounds. Holds and throws it away. Wiggins has a steal. Aaron to the middle in transition. Played by Pippen behind the back dribbles and loses the ball. That was not a wise decision there at all. Kennard back. Left flank. Played by Jay Will. Hits the trailing Pippen. Barreling baseline on Dub. Pump fakes. Floats a runner from 10 and hits. 19 for Pippen. Tormenting the Thunder defense yet again, as he did Thursday night. Timeout called by Oklahoma City. Not playing well enough to wriggle free of this opponent yet. 3:46 left third quarter in game 4. Thunder up by only 2 possessions, 79-73. This is Thunder basketball.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp mustereds up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Big wins are blooming across Riverwind Casino. And the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment. Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
Earlier today, the other number 1 seed, Cleveland, also got in a position to get a 3-0 lead in their series. They defeated Miami today in Miami by 37. Darius Garland did not play, but the Cavs had 6 players score in double figures. Game 4 of that series will be played on Monday. Back to Memphis, here's Matt Pinto.
Stay in the game this summer with Thunder Youth basketball camps. With camps all summer long, there's something for every athlete looking to thunder up their skills. Find a camp that fits your schedule at okcthunder.com/summer camps. The Thunder had led all but 2 minutes and 26 seconds of the first 2 games of this series, winning both decisively by 51 in Game 1, by 19 in Game 2. The tables totally turned in Game 3 Thursday. The Thunder led for only the final minute 20, rallying from 29 down to knock off the Grizzlies, 114-108. Many wondered, will Memphis bring punch without Ja Morant? Sitting out due to a hip contusion suffered in that third game Thursday. They certainly have done that. They've not surrendered an ounce of this court, playing physically, winning the rebounding battle 34-25 against the Thunder, in the game that could eliminate them if they lose it. The game has featured 15 lead changes, 8 ties thus far. The Thunder made only 5 of 15 third quarter shots and missed all 3 of their threes, thankfully making their free throws in the third 9 of 10 to lead by 6 as play resumes with 3:44 left in the third quarter. Cason Wallace on the handle out front. Bounce feeds high post left to Jay Will. Near midcourt to Shea, driving by Vince Williams, sets up Jay Will, pump fake it. Drives and kicks to Shea, left corner Wallace, deflected out by Pippen, 8 to shoot. Thunder coming with Wiggins, Jay Will, Alex Caruso, SGA, and Cason Wallace. Again, Zach Edey, Jaren Jackson Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr., Luke Kennard, and Vince Williams. Caruso to inbound against Jackson's pressure. Bounce feeds low left to Shea. Up top, Jay Will open, snaps off an angle left three-pointer. In and out, no good. That's the Thunder day in a nutshell. 4 of 27 on threes. Edey has the miss. Back comes Pippen, swooping right away from Shea, down the lane, right to the rim, lays it up and lays it in. Straight line drive for another deuce. He's got 21 in Game 4. Incredibly poor transition defense. 79-75 Thunder. Shea back quickly, down the lane, lays it up on Jackson, spins it home and gets hammered by Jackson for an and one, and Shea is slow to get up. Jackson or Edey pick up another foul as he split the 2 big men. If it's Jackson, it's his 4th. If it's Edey, it's his 5th. It's Jackson for 4. Jackson joins Edey and Bain with 4 fouls apiece for the Grizz. And SGA relentless in his drives. Got hammered in the back with an elbow by Jackson after the initial foul. That's a dirty play. This is a dirty team. We've seen that throughout the course of these 2 games in Memphis. Shea's free throw is up and good. He's got 29 of the Thunder's 82. Oklahoma City back up 7, 82-75. Just reckless play by Memphis physically. Pippen back, stripped by Jay Will, left to the paint, and Jay Will called for a reach-in foul that comes with 2:59 to play in the quarter on a straight-line Pippen drive, giving him 2 more free throws. Scottie Pippen, an undrafted player out of Vanderbilt, has had his way against the Thunder defense for 2 consecutive games. 28 points on Thursday in Game 3, 21 in this game in 27 minutes. He's 6 of 6 foul shooting, 2 more to come. Make it 7 of 7. Memphis yet to miss in 17 free throw tries. Back within 6 at 82-76. They'll have the ball to begin the 4th, and they've given their fans hope that this series is going to extend. They've stood toe-to-toe with the Thunder, the 1 seed in Game 4. And despite getting up 16 more shots than the Grizzlies, the Thunder can't shake this foe yet. Holmgren is back in for OKC. Pippen's second free throw, perfect. 8 of 8 at the line. The team is 19 of 19 from the stripe. Thunder lead 5 as Shea drives by Pippen. Jump stops. Out of a double, kicks to Wallace. Slashing right. Down the lane, lays it up, and Jackson denies that scoop. It was on a platter. Spanking the left-hand layup out. Vince Williams has it. Feeding Jackson left wing. On the perimeter, spinning. Jump passing to Pippen, driving. At the rim again. Holmgren denies him with a big left-hand swat. Chet the loose ball with numbers. Out in front, Wiggins lays it up on Jackson and spins in a nice left-hand lay-in. Wiggins an X-factor in Game 4 with 9 points in 12 minutes. Thunder running to a lead of 84-77 with 2:20 left in the quarter. Holmgren 3 block shots in Game 4. Jackson top of the key. Angling right against Caruso. Barreling right baseline, floats it up on the run and knocks down an easy 7-footer. Jaren's second make from the field in 7 tries gives him 10 points, and the Grizz trail again by 2 possessions, 5 points. Shea top of the key on Vince Williams, crosses him over, snaking right, across his body, banks it up, no good from 15, but he's blasted by Williams going up and gets back to the free throw line. SJ attempting what is a series high 12th and 13th free throws in this sequence, as Vince Williams is called for his second. 1:59 left. Gilgeous Alexander bidding for a second straight 30-plus point outing in this series. Arcs the first of 2. It's perfect. So Shea's got 30 in 28 minutes, his most efficient shooting game of the series, 10 of 16. Missing is only 3, but the Thunder have missed 23 of their 27 three-pointers as a unit. Pippen out, Bain back in for the Grizzlies. Shea's second stroke looks good in his. He's got 31, matching his series high of 31 that he authored on Thursday in Game 3. Thunder up 7, seeking stops over the final minute 59 of the third quarter. And there's really not quality ball handling and playmaking on the floor right now for the Grizzlies, with Morant idle due to injury and Pippen seated right now resting. Vince Williams Jr. across the timeline, played by Shea. Elbow Shea to the face, no whistle. Crosses over, ducking right. In the lane, pump fake, shovel feeds Edey, holding at the foul line, spinning on Holmgren, leans in, hooks, and it's a 7-footer. So the Grizzlies score again on the Thunder defense on 50% shooting from the field in Game 4. Thunder by 5, 1:35 to play in the third. Shea between the rings, doubled, whips it slot right to Wiggins, pump faking. Crossing over on Kennard, spins, comes baseline, banks it up, no good. Edey has the miss, outletting right to Vince Williams. That was a forced shot by Wiggins. Williams, snaking right wing, denied movement by Caruso, pushes off, swoops down the lane, lays it up, throws it through traffic to Bain, who floats it up. It's blocked going up by Holmgren, but a foul coming trailing the play by Shea. Folks, we could be headed for a Game 5 in this series because the Grizzlies right now are beating the Thunder to the punch. Shooting 49% for the game, converting all 18 of their free throws, winning the rebounding battle 38-26. 1:12 left third quarter. OKC is led by no more than 8, and they can't shake this foe in Game 4 yet. It's 86-81 Thunder. Bain's first foul shot makes it 86-82. And the Grizzlies aren't missing at the foul line. 19 of 19 in the game. Thunder have left 5 of their 23 tries vacant at the line. Desmond Bain has 14. one of 4 Grizzly starters in double figures. Thunder have 2 in doubles. Second free throw by Bain is good. Shea with 31, Dub with 13. Jalen Williams' lowest scoring game of this series. Thunder lead is 3. It was 8 moments ago. Gilgeous-Alexander straight away against Williams. Slashing left, hooks the ball to Holmgren. Pump fake. Down the lane surging, floats it up. Block going up by Edey. Foul coming on Memphis. And the Grizzlies are incensed, as are their fans. They call the foul on Edey. It will be his 5th, and the question becomes, do the Grizzlies challenge it? Check got hit on the hand and arm going up by Zach Edey. I hope they do challenge this. They'll lose the timeout, and they'll lose the challenge. Holmgren to the line for the first time in Game 4, has 6 points. He's averaged 21 a game in the series. Eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips after hesitating, and nails the first. Edey 5 fouls. They've not put it up on his '87-83 Thunder as Holmgren readies for the second. That one is on the way, good. Caruso discarded by Jackson without repercussion as the Thunder fight to fend off the Grizzlies and advance to the Western semis. Vince Williams on the handle, defers to Bain. Checked by Wallace, pawed at by Wallace. Shea now switches over on to Bain. Swooping top of the key. Played by Wallace on a switch. Jump passing wide right to Williams. Vince to the baseline. Bullying. Comes up and under. Jump passing. Tipped by Caruso, but a foul coming on OKC with 37.2 left on the game clock. And Vince Williams going nowhere fast. Wow. But that's the discipline the Thunder are not showing in this game that they did in the second half of Game 3. Williams had nowhere to go, lowered his head into Holmgren, and then lost the ball going up. If the Thunder challenge this, they'll win it, but they're not going to challenge it. There was no contact that dislodged that ball. Williams just lost it as he rattles in the free throw. So Vince Williams Jr. off the bench, converting his first free throw of this series, a 79% foul shooter this season, but every Memphis player is perfect at the foul line in this game. 21 of 21 as a team. 88-84 Thunder, 37.2 left in the third. Thunder can go 2 for 1 in possessions if they so choose. Second free throw good. Caruso gets shoved by Aldama, no repercussion. Shea in the backcourt, picked up by Vince Williams. Kicks to Holmgren. Driving and kicking left corner to Wallace. Open, snaps off a rainbow 3 that he back rims. Thunder are 4 of 28 from three-point range. Huff has the rebound. A 3 would tie for the Grizz, 20 seconds in the quarter. Williams out near midcourt to Bain. Hand check by Wallace. Difference of 2 game to shot clock. Bain holding from 40. Doubled by Shea. Whips it right corner to Aldama. Up the sideline to Williams. Driving baseline. Straight away Kennard for 3 in the tie. Short. Loose ball tipped out of bounds by Huff. It's Thunder ball with 3.6 left in the third quarter. Nothing coming easily for Oklahoma City in this game. 88-85 Thunder. Up the left side, Wiggins. Driving. Fires a 40-footer at the buzzer that's going to be off the backboard with nothing more. So Oklahoma City can't shake free of Memphis in Game 4. These games nothing like the 2 played in OKC. And the Thunder battling to close out the Grizzlies have quite a hill climb in front of them. A lot of work still ahead. The final 12 minutes coming up. Thunder 88, the Grizzlies 85, going to the 4th in Memphis in Game 4. This is Thunder basketball.
Beats and Bites Festival is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on June 14th with Josh Turner.
Would you go with me?
And Edwin McCain. Along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino.
Why don't we just dance? If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Get hungry. Cinco de Mayo is almost here.
Only Taco Mayo
It's everyone's favorite food holiday. For one day only, and only at the Mayo, get the new Steak Fajita Empanada, packed with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and our signature Chipotle Ranch inside a handmade empanada cooked fresh to order.
Only Taco Mayo.
Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local. Taco Mayo. We don't just celebrate Cinco de Mayo, we own it.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions. Like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures. Until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks got on the board in their first-round series with Indiana. The Pacers still lead 2-1, but the Bucks won last night 117-101 behind 37 points apiece from Giannis Antetokounmpo and Gary Trent Jr. Back to Memphis, here's Matt Pinto.
Grizzlies playing for their lives. Their season ends if they lose Game 4. They'll be swept by the Thunder 4-zip. They've never won a Game 4 when down in a series 0-3 in their playoff history. 0-5 heading into this one, but nobody told this unit that, because the Grizzlies have outplayed the Thunder on the backboard, 38-26 in rebounds, and they've made all 22 of their free throws to stay in it, despite getting up 17 fewer shots than the Thunder. They're down only 3 going to the fourth, 88-85. Thunder won every hustle area, 48-32 in points in the paint, 13-6 in second chance points, 17-5 on the break. Thunder win leading after 3 in the regular season, 61-2. The Grizzlies 9-26 when down at the end of 3, but they're rocking in Memphis, anticipating more than just another quarter to this season as we go to the fourth with Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, Isaiah Joe, J-Dub, and Isaiah Hartenstein defending for the Thunder. Hartenstein, by the way, has 4 of the Thunder's 11 steals in this game, and he's a bucket away from a double-double. There's Desmond Bain, Santi Aldama, Vince Williams Jr., Zach Edey, and Jaren Jackson Jr., the 5 for the Grizz. Williams left wing, up top to Jackson, plowing left. Spins, hooks, and hits a 6-footer, unscathed, 88-87. Grizz at 50% shooting against OKC's vaunted defense. 25 seconds gone into the fourth. Caruso to a curl-cutting Dub. Alley-oops, a lob intended for Hartenstein, dislodged and taken by Jaren Jackson Jr., a Thunder turnover. Grizzlies seek the lead. They've not led in the half. Bain in the right quarter. Smothered by Joe, up the right sideline to Aldama. Aldama wants a pick and then throws it away. Joe the steal. Isaiah 1-on-2 to the trailing Caruso. Down the lane on Aldama. Powers baseline, pinned to the trailing Hartenstein. Slashing left on Edey. Bullies his way, floats it up, floats it in from 3. Big time move by Ihart. Said, get out of my way. He's got a double-double, his second of the series. 11 points, 10 rebounds. Thunder by 3, 90-87. And midcourt, Williams is pawed at by Wallace. His dribble deflected into the backcourt. Vince Williams goes back to get it. Edey screens Williams free. Out front to Jackson, 7 to shoot. Sizing up Dub, crossing over left to right. Snaking to the baseline, floats it up. Errant, well defended. Hartenstein peels off the miss. Outletting left to Joe. A minute 30 into the fourth. Thunder the ball on a 3-point lead. Joe to the trailing Hartenstein. Holding. Isaiah looking. Gives behind him to Wallace. Cason shuttles left. Sets up Dub. Pump faking. Angling right for a fadeaway stroke from 21. No good. He has made 6 of 15 shots. Held to 13 in this game. 1 and done as Edey grabs the miss. Grizzlies plus 12 on the glass. Bain to the right wing. Jumped out on it by a double. Holds. Smothered by Joe. Pinned to the baseline. Still holds. Out near midcourt to Vince Williams. Williams with 5 to shoot. Crossing over. Nearly lost the dribble. Pushes off on Wallace. Steps to the wing and fires a prayer not answered. An air ball out of bounds. And it'll be Thunder possession on a shot clock violation. That's the 19th Memphis turnover for 24 Thunder points. In all 4 games of the series, OKC has forced Memphis into at least 21 points off turnovers. Thunder have shut the Grizzlies out since the Jackson floating hook. 9:57 left in regulation. Thunder by 3, 90-87. Thunder shooting 43% in the game and 4 of 29 on threes. They're so versatile, though, they find ways to win, even on days like this. Caruso high post right to Hartenstein. Looking. Joe fights to it and gets it. Isaiah, double. Weaves to the foul line, pump fakes, kicks to Caruso left wing. 10 to shoot. Deferring left baseline to Hartenstein, dribbling out front. Handing to Joe. lobbing a flailing 23-footer that got denied because Bain fouled him before he uncorked it. Bain picks up his 5th. Side out Thunder. The Grizzlies have the first team foul in the fourth quarter. Bain grabbed the waist of Joe, not allowing him a shot. Memphis playing with desperation, as you'd expect. Give them credit. They battled throughout. Dub comes to it left baseline. Elevates and fires an 18-foot stroke that's pure. Well found by Caruso off the inbound for the Thunder's 20th assist. And Dub's on the board in the fourth, has 15. OKC 92, Memphis 87. Jackson pestered at midcourt by Dub. Lobs top at Edey and gets it back. Jaren up the stutter step. Spins through a double team. Banks it up hard from 15, no good. Joe fights for the loose ball but can't flip it back into play as he loses his balance and surrenders possession to the Grizzlies. 14 restored to the shot clock. They deemed Joe had possession. 9:19 left in the game. OKC by 5. 92-87 in Memphis. Pippen, right corner. Snakes out front on the dribble. Stabilizes, fires an unguarded angle right three that tumbles in. Pippen, 26, unguarded that time. 92-90. 9 minutes left. Dub, back of a Caruso pick. Weaves out front. Stutter steps. Pump fakes. Left corner to Joe. Open. Strums a three. Cha-ching at Thunder. Muddy ball. Zay with the tray. Well done. Dub picking up his 4th assist. OKC gets that Pippen three-pointer back. It's 95-90. Aldama working out front. Back of a moving Jackson pick not called. Bain fed. That is a moving screen by Jackson called this time as he rubbed off Caruso and picks up his 5th foul. So Jaren Jackson, always foul prone, has led the league in fouls twice in his career. Picks up his 5th personal here. Bain has 5 as well for Memphis. That's the Grizzlies' 20th turnover for 26 Thunder points. Felt like that would be the difference in Game 4 without Morant, and it's proving to be thus far. 8:45 left, a world of time remaining. Isaiah Joe off the bench contributing 11 points, 3 threes. That's the Thunder's first made 3, by the way, since 4:28 of the second quarter. They're 5 of 30 from distance and still leading Game 4, 95-90. Shea is back, handles out front, slashes left on Pippen, spins right. Knocked down by Pippen, and Pippen called for the foul. That'll be his 4th. Well, Pippen continues to grab Gilgeous-Alexander, and they say no continuation for Shea at side out for the Thunder. Brent Barnaky makes that call. That's the Grizzlies' second team foul with 8:37 to play. Caruso will inbound. OKC 95, Memphis 90. Crowd doesn't want to see this Grizzly season end, as you can hear. Dub has it inbound between the rings. Bain gives him space. Dub slashes left, ducks right in the lane, elevates and fades. 13-foot jumper on the way, money. Jalen Williams, 4th quarter, J-Dub has 17. Big bucket, Thunder by 7, 97-90. Pippen pestered out front by Caruso, gets a huff pick. Now guarded by Dub, blasting to the foul line, can't surge free. Pippen slices right, spins, pump fakes, leans in, misses the bank shot of 15, and they call a foul on Jalen Williams. Does Mark Daignault challenge this? I didn't see any contact meriting a foul there. Dub picking up his 3rd. 8:13 to play, no challenge. Thunder still have 1. They won 1 earlier. Pippen from the line is 8 of 8, has 26 points. His career high is 30, but he got 28 in Game 3. Pippen readies with the first, strokes it, rattles it in. Memphis 23 of 23 foul shooting. You can't order that up. 8:13 left. Bain out, protected from a possible 5th foul as John Conchar is on to replace him. OKC by 6, 97-91. They've led by no more than 8. This game's featured 15 lead changes, 8 ties as Pippen nails another free throw. He's got 28, just like he did 2 nights ago in Game 3. Thunder by 5. Dub crossing the timeline, picked up by Pippen. Working at the Grizzly logo at midcourt. Slashing left. Down the lane, lays it high off the window. Misses a left-handed layup. A tip out by Hartenstein. Run down by Caruso. Big-time hustle. Hartenstein wide right. Bodied by Huff. Gives to Shea with 7 to shoot. Challenged by Aldama. Wants space. Gilgeous-Alexander. Stutter steps. Crosses over. Ducking. Spinning. Elevates and fades. 15-foot jumper at the shot clock. Buzzer off. Hartenstein fights for the rebound. Conchar has it. Hartenstein's down. It's 5-on-4. Up the left side to Conchar. To the trailing Pippen. Down the lane. Double humps a layup try that he blows. Shea wedges the rebound to Dub. A hit ahead to Caruso. Sweeping across the lane. Throws it through Aldama out of bounds. Thunder fortunately didn't turn that over. That was a turnover in the making, it appeared. They have possession with 7:26 to play, leading 97-92 over the Grizz. Shea is 3 of 10 shooting since the opening quarter, where he made all 7 of his shots. Timeout called by Oklahoma City. Both sides have 3 timeouts left with 7:26 to play. The Grizzlies have 2 team fouls to give the Thunder with 3, as OKC looks to continue warding off Memphis advances, leading Game 4 97-92, a win, and they are in Round 2, the Western Conference semifinals. This is Thunder basketball.
Attention teachers, create Thunder fun in your classroom by joining the Devon Thunder Explorers program. Teach your students STEM-based lesson plans, and you can even win cash for your classroom by sharing photos each month. Enroll today by visiting okcthunder.com/explorers.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Craving a getaway? Let your taste buds take a trip with Brahms' new Aloha Burger Crave and Save combo. This still includes a double cheeseburger stacked with 2 juicy hamburger patties, melty provolone, fresh grilled pineapple, crisp spinach, ripe tomato, and Brahms' signature dipping sauce, all on a sweet Hawaiian bun fresh from Brahms Bakery. Pair it with Brahms' golden crinkle-cut fries and a hand-dipped milkshake, all for just $8.89. Now that's a deal we're saying aloha to.
Today's the final day of the NFL draft, and several Sooners and Cowboys have been selected today. From OU, Danny Stutzman goes in the 4th round to New Orleans. Billy Bowman also in the 4th round to Atlanta. From OSU, Colin Oliver goes in the 5th round to Green Bay, and Ollie Gordon ends up being drafted in the 6th round by Miami. Let's go and send you back to Memphis. Here's Matt Pinto.
Take the Thunder playoffs with you wherever you go with the official Thunder app powered by OU Health. Get access to live scores and play-by-play mobile alerts, plus exclusive content after the buzzer. Download the free app today. Well, it has been quite an afternoon of basketball. Back and forth it's gone. 15 lead changes, 8 ties thus far in Game 4. OKC is shooting it more efficiently in the 4th quarter than it has most of this game. 4 of 7, including a made 3, a rarity. 5 of 30 on three-pointers with the Thunder in Game 4. They've outscored the Grizzlies 9-7 in the 4th to lead 97-92 with 7:28.6 left. The Grizzlies, playing for their lives, literally, have gotten 28 points in a robust effort by Scottie Pippen Jr. Santi Aldama in his first start with 16. Jaren Jackson Jr. held to 12. He also has 5 fouls. Bane has 15 points with 5 fouls. Neither on the floor right now for the Grizzlies. Thunder got 31 from Shea. Hartenstein a double-double, 11 points and 12 rebounds. And J-Dub 17. Off the bench, Isaiah Joe with 11. It's SGA, Hartenstein, Joe, J-Dub, and Alex Caruso for the Thunder. Up 5 in possession. Grizz have 2 team fouls to give as Shea in the corner lobs it up the sideline to Hartenstein. Isaiah works to the wing and reverses field. Now comes top of the key, giving to Dub. Sliding right to the baseline on the run goes Glass, misses from 7. Shea the rebound, spinning in the lane, steps out of traffic, dishing to Caruso, dashing down the lane. Shovel feeds to Hartenstein, pump faking, floats it up right-handed. It's blocked going up by Edey, his 7th block. Pippen, the loose ball, surging back. Played on the perimeter by SGA, gets an Edey pick, ducks behind it. Pippen swooping right baseline, shovels to Aldama in the corner for a fadeaway 3 that rolls around, no good. Loose ball tipped by Shea to Caruso. Thunder get it back, breathing a sigh of relief as the Grizz are now 8 of 23 from beyond the arc. 6:50 to play, Thunder by 5 in Game 4 in Memphis. Gilgeous-Alexander between the rings. Feeds to Joe, pump faking. Grabbed by Aldama before he can fire an open 3-pointer as Aldama committed a smart foul by a veteran player, his 2nd, because Joe was ready to uncoil another 3. And he's made, unlike most of his teammates in this game, an efficient 3 of 6 3-pointers. Cason Wallace in, Alex Caruso out for the Thunder. Lou Dort returns as well. As Caruso, Joe will sit down. Hartenstein will as well as Holmgren enters. 6:42 left. Thunder 97, the Grizzlies 92. Memphis now has one team foul to give. Thunder with one as well. Dub to trigger far sideline front court. Gets it into Dort between the rings. As Lugens has Aldama run through Holmgren, setting a pick for another personal and the fourth team foul against the Grizz. They are out of fouls now with 6:42 left to play in the game. That could be critical, as will the Thunder's ability to make free throws. They struggled the first half in that regard, but they've straightened that out since. They're 20 of 25 in game 4. Wallace to inbound against 7'1" Jay Huff. Shea wants it, instead it comes to Dub. Driving to the foul line. Back left wing, Wallace open. Strokes a three that's way off. Not close. Aldama's got the offside rebound as the Thunder struggles continue. 5 of 31 from beyond the arc. Pippen speed dribbles front court. Gets an 80 pick. Grinding left in the lane. Dort from behind tries to get to him. He nails the 10-foot jumper, but knocks Dort down in the process and picks up his 5th foul. 6:25 left. Pippen hit Dort in the chin with a leaning left elbow. And OKC gets it back off of the Grizzlies' 21st turnover that have generated 28 points for Oklahoma City. So Pippen with 5, Bane with 5, and Jackson 5. Jackson's back in, Bane as well. 3 guys could foul out with their next indiscretion. 6:20 left. Dub bounce feeds to Shea at the foul line, sizing up Conchar. Steps away, fires, angle left, 16-foot stroke is pure. 33 for SGA and counting in 32 minutes. His highest scoring game of the series. Thunder by 7, 99-92. That was well executed. Thunder with 21 assists. Dub with 5. Pippen working the angle left on the perimeter, shadowed by Dub. Angles right against Holmgren to the baseline. Sails the pass left corner to Jackson, leaning in, fires a 3, in and out, no good. Loose ball tipped. Holmgren comes away with it. Dishing to Dub, 5:45 left. Jalen across the timeline, sheds Pippen, pulls up, pops. Angle right three-pointer, drops! Cha-chinga Thunder money ball. Big time hoist and hit by Jalen Williams. Forcefully shedding Pippen, rising and splashing. He's got 20 again in all 4 games this series. This is the biggest lead for the Thunder. First double-digit margin with it to work either way. 102-92 Thunder. 5:41 left in game 4 is an advancement to the Western semis on the horizon. OKC's got to continue to take care of business, but right now they own a double-digit working margin for the first time in this game. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Just about to start game 4 of another Western Conference series. This one is going to determine the opponent, the winner of our series. Denver and the Clippers. And right now, LA with a 2-1 lead. This game also in Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook will miss this game due to injury. Let's go ahead and send you back to Memphis. Here's Matt Pinto.
You may have seen the movie previews. Gilgeous-Soros has arrived for the Thunder with 33 points in Game 4, 11 of 18 shooting, 11 of 13 free throwing with 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. He's +9 in the raw plus-minus, has pushed his team to a 10-point lead, has Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 102-92 with 5:41 to play. But the Thunder's best player by the metric of raw plus-minus is J-Dub, cashing in 7 of the Thunder's 14 fourth-quarter points, 20 in the game, with 5 assists, 4 rebounds. He is +14 in raw plus-minus. If the Thunder win this game, a limited number of tickets for the Western Conference semifinals go on sale Wednesday, April 30th at 10 a.m. at OKCThunder.com/buy tickets. Thunder, their largest lead of 10. Grizzlies out of fouls. Thunder still have 3 to give. It's Dort, SGA, Holmgren, Dub, and Cason Wallace. Thunder have taken it away 21 times for 30 points in Game 4. Aldama dishing to Bane, slicing right wing. Hooks it to Aldama, closed out by SGA. Picks up the dribble, gives to Pippen with 8 to shoot. Pippen meandering, shuttling right, in traffic to the baseline, leans in, kicks the ball in the lane to Aldama for a floating hook that he hits from 10 feet out. Excellent find at the last second by Pippen for his 4th assist. Grizzlies have 19 assists, Thunder 22, OKC by 8 with 5:10 left. Dub on the handle in a 1-4 set, guarded by Bane, playing with 5 fouls. High post left to Shai, crowded by Pippen, faces up, isolated, jab steps, holds, fires. 18-foot jumper on the way, he side rimmed it, not close. Bane has the miss. Desmond across the timeline inside the 5-minute mark, pushing off on Shai, elevates and fires a 3 straight away, no good. Long rebound run down by Pippen. Slicing left, in the lane, spinning. Fires over Holmgren, short from 12, loose ball battled for, out to Pippen. Pippen grinding right 10 to shoot to the trailing Aldama. Pump fake, back to Pippen up top, driving right on Holmgren. Pushing off, fades away and misses a bank shot of 12. Loose ball run down by Pippen again, a 4th crack. Aldama, left corner Bane on Shai, holding, 8 to shoot. 4:25 left, Bane to the wing. Pushing off, pump fakes, steps to the rim, blocked from behind by Shai with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Glancing off the right hand of Holmgren out of bounds. Shai got hit in the cheekbone and mouth by Bane on that step through. He's not arguing. Thunder need 3 seconds to extinguish this possession despite allowing 5 shots to the Grizzlies in the sequence. 4:20 left. Thunder 102, the Grizzlies 94 with that amount of time remaining. And 3 on the shot clock following a stoppage that we'll take quickly. This is Thunder basketball.
Get hungry. Cinco de Mayo is almost here. It's everyone's favorite food holiday. For one day only, and only at the Mayo, get the new Steak Fajita Empanada, packed with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and our signature Chipotle Ranch inside a handmade empanada cooked fresh to order. Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local. Taco Mayo. We don't just celebrate Cinco de Mayo, we own it.
Grizzlies have 46 rebounds in this game to 32 for the Thunder, so the dominance on the glass has abated for a game for Oklahoma City, leading all playoff teams in rebounds entering Game 4, but Memphis just generated 4 consecutive offensive retrievals of misses and still has a possession alive. Matt Pinto welcoming you back to a rowdy FedEx Forum in Memphis. 4:20 left in regulation of Game 4, 3 on the shot clock, as the Grizzlies get it back down 8, 102-94. It's against Holmgren, SGA, Dort, Caruso, and J-Dub. Aldama will inbound, joined by Edey, Bane, Jackson, and Pippen. Bane, Jackson, and Pippen playing with 5 fouls. Aldama giving the ball, looking, holding. Right corner, Bane open, pump fakes, fires, leaning in. It's for 3, short. Loose ball batted out, corralled by Pippen for a straightaway 3 that's up, short. Tipped rebound, Edey picks up his 5th foul as he climbs the back of Holmgren and knocks him down. So Edey becomes the 5th, check that, the 4th Grizzly with 5 fouls. Thunder somehow battened it down, surviving a barrage of 6 shots in the sequence from Memphis. 4:12 left. This team is playing, to its credit, with incredible desperation. Holmgren to the free throw line where he's 2 of 2. A quiet game for him by his standards in the series. Came in averaging 21 a game. He's been held to 8, but he has 3 big blocks, 2 rebounds, and an assist. 2 of 2 at the line, readies for the first, bends his knees, eyes the rim, deliberately dips, shoots, swishes. Thunder a great job righting the wrongs of the first half plus at the foul line with this game in the balance. They're now 21 of 26 at the line. Turned it over only 8 times, taking it away 21 times. Therein lies the rub for the Grizz, who are down 9. Chet readies with the second. Snaps it off out of his right wrist. Misses back rim. But Caruso is knocked down by Edey. Zach Edey, will see you, is fouled out. And it will be Caruso going to the free throw line with 4:12 left, or do they call Caruso for the foul? He got grabbed by the jersey by Edey. Do the Thunder are going to challenge it. Anytime Caruso lets Mark Daigneault know, challenge that. Daigneault falls in line because Alex Caruso understands this game at an incredible level.
Oklahoma City is challenging rolling of a loose ball foul.
Well, Edey should have been tossed in this game in the opening half. He grabbed Holmgren around the throat and flung him down, but was not assessed a technical. Watching the play, Caruso fights to get position, does, and Edey then knocks him down, grabbing his jersey. There is no way that foul's on Alex Caruso. None. I'd be shocked if Oklahoma City does not win this challenge. 4:12 left in the fourth. It's a critical challenge. Yeah, Edey grabs the jersey of Caruso before the two battle to go get the loose ball. That's clearly a foul on Edey, and he's fouled out. I'll be, as I said, stunned if this does not go the Thunder's way. 103-94 the count with 4:12 left. Well, after a 51-point historic blowout in Game 1, a 19-point relatively easy Game 2 win, it's been anything but easy in Memphis for the Thunder. But the 1 seed is closing in, it appears, to ending the Grizzlies season as the 8th seed. Coming back from 29 down to win Game 3 Thursday, and this is the decision from James Capers here. Thunder up 9 at the moment.
After the release of the free throw in the lane, Edey grabs the jersey of Caruso and does not release. Therefore, we have a loose ball foul on Edey, and we have Caruso on the line for 2 shots. It is a successful challenge, and Oklahoma City retains their timeout.
So Edey is fouled out with 8 points, 8 rebounds, and assists, and 7 block shots in Game 4. And that pretty much embodies the effort the Grizzlies have given. They've won the rebounding battle in this game 47-32 and played through the absence of their primary playmaker, Ja Morant, sputtering there with 22 turnovers for 30 Thunder points, and that's the reason they're down by 9 right now. And Caruso with 2 successful free throws will give the Thunder their largest lead of Game 4. It's been 10 at 102-92. It stands at 9 right now with 4:12 left. Edey is done. And out there, Jackson with 5 fouls, Bane with 5 fouls, and Pippen with 5 fouls for the Grizz. They've committed 29 personal fouls in this game. A high-level fouling team in the regular season. Caruso arcs the first free throw. It's up and good. Alex Caruso calmly sinks the first. He has 5 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds thus far in this game. And Caruso also has grabbed 2 steals again with 1 block shot. Double digits in steals in every game in this series for Caruso. Alex readies with a second. He arcs it. Looks good. It is. OKC by 11, 105-94. Led by 2 entering the fourth. 4:10 left. Pippen streams across the timeline against Caruso's on-ball pressure. Gets a screen from Aldama. Jumped out by J-Dub. Gives it up left wing to Vince Williams. Up top, Aldama. Slashing right. Pump fakes. Leans in. Goes glass and banks home a 10-footer. He's an outstanding offensive player. Off the bench has 18 in this game. 105-96 with 3:50 left. Aldama rather not 18, but 20. His series high. Pippen's got 28 for the Grizz. Shea streams across timeline, guarded by Williams. Gets a Holmgren pick. Angles left. Steps back to the wing. Cranks a 3 that's online and in there. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. Gilgeous-Alexander says it's closing time, baby. 36 for Shea. Big time shot. 108-96 Thunder. 3:30 left. Jackson low right on Dub. Blasts into him. Comes to the baseline. Hooks and Holmgren denies that. Spanking it out of bounds with his 4th block. Shed had 5 blocks in a game in this series earlier. 13 to shoot. 3:25 left. The Grizzlies' time is evaporating. Down 12. Deep right corner, Pippen comes out front. Wants Jackson to free. He can't yet. 7 to shoot. Pippen drives left. Pump fakes. Gives it up. Left corner to Bane. Pump faking. Leaning in. Firing. It's for 3. No good. Shea is called for a foul. Was Bane behind the 3-point line on the shot? If he was, 3 free throws are coming. They're giving him 3 free throws. Not a wise play by Shea. Now they say it's 2. He was on or inside the line. One of the reasons the Grizzlies are afloat down 12 with 3:14 to play is their foul shooting, 24 of 24. Bain makes it 25 of 25. I've tried umpteen times, folks, to employ the broadcaster jinx. It's not worked any of those times. The Grizzlies are a perfect 25 of 25 foul shooting, Desmond Bain. Let's see if it works this time. OKC by 11. Bain sends it up and nails it. 26 of 26 foul shooting by Memphis. 3:14 to play. OKC in good shape, up 10. Dub crossing the timeline, gives to Shea, crowded by Vince Williams Jr. Bounce feeds to Holmgren down the lane. Lays it up left-handed, can't convert, knocked down, no whistle. Aldama has the miss. To Bain, up the right side, Vince Williams. Tracking right to left across the paint, gets it back, shuttles right on Shea with a step. Swoops the ball left corner, Aldama pump fake, steps to the wing, jump passing in the corner of Williams for a three-point try. That's good. So the Grizz have scored 5 in a row and trail now 108-101 as Vince Williams Jr.'s made 2 threes. Go figure. 2:40 left. Not over. Shea, played by Vince Williams, gets called for Mark Daignault on the bench in a 1/4 Thunder set. Shot clock at 12. They rise as 1 at FedEx Forum. Shea, straight away from 30. Slashing right. Hooks the ball left wing to Dub. 3 to shoot. Into the paint. Pitch to Shea open. Straight away 3 is on line. Short. Pippen's got the loose ball. Rumbling back 2-on-1. Bounce feeds to Bain. Lays it up. Blocked by Dub going up. Foul coming on Jalen Williams. 2:16 to play. So the Thunder led by 12 a moment ago. They've surrendered 5 consecutive points since. Unable to deliver a knockout punch yet. And the Grizzlies very much alive. Bain goes back to the line. I saw no personal foul there on Dub whatsoever. But he's incurs his 4th. Thunder are out of challenges. Bain at the line in this game is 4 of 4, has 17 points. His first stroke is up and pure. The Grizzlies down now 2 possessions, have run off 6 straight. 27 of 27 foul shooting for Memphis. Far from over, 2:16 to play. Thunder a foul to give, Grizz out of fouls. Bain dribbles once, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and gets another. 28 of 28 at the line. 108-103. The Thunder 12-point lead is shriveled to 5. 7 straight Grizzly points. Achana's defense at FedEx Forum. High post left Shea. 1-on-1 on Vince Williams. Swoops to the foul line. Down the lane, lays it up high off the window. No good. Knocked down without a whistle. Williams to Pippen. Blasting right. Gets away with the travel. Corner left Aldama wide open. Strokes a 3. That's good. And the Grizzlies trail by 2, 108-106, having run off 10 straight. 1:50 to play. Dub, picked up by Pippen, navigates front court. 15 to shoot. Dub 40 feet from the bucket. Shea screens high right, steps out of it. Dub slides left, down the lane, floats a runner. Up and in from 7. Jalen Williams comes up big, Thunder by 4, 110-106, 135 left. Dub 22. Pippen slices right, a step on Dort, lays it up and lays it in. 2-point game. Straight line drive allowed by Dort and the Thunder. 1:28 to play. Thunder by a bucket, 110-108. Gildas Alexander with the crowd rising as 1. Yo-yos the bounce at the Grizzly logo at midcourt. Stationary on the dribble. 10 to shoot. Gets a Holmgren pick. Navigates right, pulls up, fires. Angle right three-pointer. Not close. Pippen the rebound. The Grizz can tie with a 2 or go in front with a 3. 1:05 to play. Pippen drives right. Challenging Holmgren. Pinned. Chet took the ball away. Chet stole the ball. 1:01 to play. Did they call a foul? They called a foul on Pippen. He's done. He's fouled out. Chet stripped the point guard clean, grabbed the loose ball, and Pippen, in retaliation, fouls out of the game. Does so with 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. Holmgren, a game-saving strip on Pippen, reaching in, got it cleanly, then took the ball before it went out of bounds, and Pippen, fighting back, slapped him on the arm. Not a wise and disciplined play by Scottie Pippen at all. Thunder led this game 108-96. Since that time, the Grizzlies have rampaged to the brink. Down by 2, Chet Holmgren to the foul line as Caruso is back in with 1:01 left. Down to Cases. Chet 3 of 4 at the line with 9 points. Bends his knees, eyes the rim. Dips, shoots, swishes. Holmgren extends the Thunder lead to 3 at 111-108. Chet has 4 block shots in this game, 2 big steals, and now 10 points. One of 5 Thunder scorers at 10 or more. Grizzlies have 2 timeouts left, as do the Thunder. Holmgren deliberately bends his knees, readies for the second. It's out of his right hand. Looks good and is. Nothing to that. Thunder 112, the Grizz 108 off the Holmgren steal and subsequent free throws. Bain on the handle, slashing left on Holmgren, steps to the wing and fires a contested three-pointer. That's short. Leaping rebound, Dort. 50 seconds left. Wrestling his way from Kennard, and Kennard fouls him on a reach-in. Or did Jackson foul him? But Jackson fouled him. Jackson is fouled out. 49.2 left. OKC 112, Memphis 108. So the Thunder, an opportunity with the crowd quiet. The foul was on Kennard, by the way, his first. Get back to the foul line. Luguentz Dort tries to apply critical blows to the Grizzlies' hopes of extending their season. Lou at the line is 2 of 2, the only 2 points he scored in this game. Right foot in front of the left. The Montreal, Quebec native dribbles once, eyes the rim, dip, shoots, swishes. So Luguentz Dort extends the Thunder lead to 5, 113-108. The Grizzlies had the ball with a chance to tie or go in front. Pippen was stripped by Holmgren with a minute left. Dort given the ball for the second. OKC up 113-108, 49.2 to play. Grizz have 2 timeouts. Luguentz readies with the second. Strokes it, sticks it. Thunder clutch free throws times 4. It's 114-108 as Dort hits them both. Bain spins on Shea, swiped at. Right corner to Aldama, 15 to shoot. Straight away Jackson, jump passes to Bain, driving right down the lane. Hicks in the corner to Kennard, left wing. Vince Williams fires a 3 and hits. It's 114-111. 34.4 left. The Grizz stay alive. Shea in the backcourt escapes Vince Williams on ball pressure. Stabilizing front court, Thunder by 3. Swiped at by Williams. Shot clock at 13. Shea stationary just inside the midcourt stripe. Working the left hand bounce. 8 to shoot. Shea stationary, grinding. Stutter stepping, spinning. Steps back, fires, 21-foot jumper on the way. Got it! Gilgeous-Alexander, big time shot. 11 seconds to play. Timeout, Grizz. 116-111 Thunder. What are big time players about? Shea says, watch me, baby. 38 in game 4. OKC 116, the Grizzlies 111 with 11 seconds to play. That may do it for the Grizzlies this season. Gilgeous-Alexander, a big time step back, top of the key. 19 to 20 footer, giving him 38 points and giving the Grizzlies slim hope. Memphis is gathered for a timeout. It will take. This is Thunder basketball.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Gilgeous with the biggest shot of game 4, a step back, top of the key, 21-footer, giving the Thunder a 116-111 lead with 11 seconds left. Limited number of tickets for the Western Conference semifinals go on sale Wednesday, April 30th. If the Thunder hang on here, that'll be at 10 a.m. You can get online at okcthunder.com/buy tickets. Grizzly ball, 1 timeout left, deploying Conchar to inbound. Kennard with Bain, Jackson, and Aldama. Thunder deploying Dub, Dort, Caruso, Wallace, and Shea. Ball comes near midcourt to Bain, 8 seconds. Pulls up, fires a 35-foot three-pointer that's good. 7.1 left, 116-114. My goodness. Bain unfurled a 30-plus three-pointer and makes it a 2-point game with 7.1 left. Not done yet. Desmond Bain has had a quiet series but very loud tonight with 22 points, including 2 threes. Well, don't blame the Thunder there. Bain just unlocked a long 3 back of a Jackson pick to make it a 2-point game. At 116-114 with 7.1 still remaining. The timeout was burned by the Thunder. They're down to 1. The Grizzlies have 1. Memphis out of fouls. Thunder have converted 27 of 33 free throws on a night when they have not had the 3-ball going, only 7 of 35. Trying to find a way to the finish line in game 4 and this series. up 3-0, 7.1 seconds away from advancing. 116-114 the count. The Bain 3 with 7.1 to play has kept Grizzly slim hopes alive. Both coaches are diagramming intentions for their respective teams. Thomas Isolo down to my left and Mark Daignault to my right. It's Gildas Alexander, J-Dub, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, and Alex Caruso for the Thunder against Jay Huff, the 7'4" wingspan. Santi Aldama at 6'11". Lamar Stevens for defense. Vince Williams Jr. for defense. John Conchar for defense. Caruso will inbound near sideline front court. Has Holmgren, Dort, Dub, and Shea with them. They go 4 across the top of the key. They're in the end to my left. Caruso not giving the ball yet. Now he has been by Pat Frayer. Here we go. Thunder up 2. Ball comes in backcourt to Dub. Trying to escape. Stevens fouled with 6 seconds to play, as he's grabbed in the back nastily by a Grizzly pursuing defender. So Jalen Williams to the foul line for the first time in Game 4. As the crowd is simmering before exploding here. Dub during the regular season made 79% of his free throws. In this series, converting 63%. Thunder 21 of 23 in the second half from the line. Dub giving the ball. Rocks into the first, eyes the rim. And they have life, down 116-114. Dub was short on the first. Thunder have a foul to give, keep that in mind. Dub giving the ball for the second. Bends his knees, dips, shoots, and hits that. Thunder by 3, 117-114. 6 seconds to play. The Grizzlies burn their final timeout. We'll take it. This is Thunder basketball.
With Mazio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious Brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazios.com.
Matt Pinto welcoming you back to an insane FedEx Forum in Memphis, where the Grizzlies have recovered from a 12-point fourth quarter deficit to gain possession down 3 with 6 seconds to play, bidding to tie the game in regulation and force overtime in Game 4 to keep their season alive. Thunder a great job down the stretch of executing offensively, converting 5 of 6 free throws. Shea made a tough step back, top of the key jumper, but Vince Williams Jr. has come alive with 3 threes in this game. He has 11 points. And Desmond Bain on a desperation 35-foot 3 on the last Grizzly possession kept their faint hopes alive. It's Aldama, Jackson, Conchar, Kennard, and Bain for the Grizzlies against J-Dub, Cason Wallace, Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso, and Lou Dort for the Thunder. Thunder have a foul to give. Keep that in mind. 6 seconds to play as the Grizzlies are out of timeouts. Far sideline front court, Conchar to inbound against Holmgren, 7'5" wingspan. Conchar giving the ball. Here we go. 6 seconds left. Out front to Bain. Played by Dort. Fouled by Dort with 4.9 left on the game clock. That's the team foul Oklahoma City had to give. They gave it quickly as Dort picks up his second. Really quickly. He's just inside midcourt when Dort took that foul, so enormous amount of time left. 4.9 seconds. Do the Thunder deliberately foul on catch here and then take their chances with a make free throw and then a miss to rebound? Jackson has an inbound near midcourt on Dub. Gives the ball to Bain, spinning. 1 second left. Did he travel or was he fouled by Dort? He was fouled by Dort on a reach-in with 9/10 of a second left. Bain got free, had a clean look, had a dribble to the three-point line and was off balance firing a one-legged try. And 9/10 of a second or left. Dort called for another foul. So now Bain will try to make one and then miss the second deliberately here and hope that the Grizzlies can retrieve the missed shot and potentially tie the game on a stick back. Bain's got to make the first though. He's 6 of 6 at the line. Eyes the rim, sends it up and sends it in. It's 117-115 with 9/10 of a second left. Now the Thunder come with Hartenstein, Jay Will, SGA, and J-Dub. Holmgren in there as well. So as big and long as they can be inside, they expect a deliberate miss. The Grizzlies out of timeouts. 9/10 of a second to play. 2-point game. Bain giving the ball. Thunder up 117-115. Sends it up. Misses. Loose ball batted. Tipped. No good at the buzzer, and the Thunder have won. They advance to round 2 for the second consecutive season, sweeping the Grizzlies away in the opening round of the postseason, holding on for a 117-115 triumph over the Grizz. Bain missed the free throw hot off the back iron. It was batted back up in the air, left of the basket, short of the rim, and that's how Game 4 ends. So the Thunder battled from 29 back in Game 3 Thursday, and in this game had a 12-point lead that seemed safe before Memphis rallied big time to force the Thunder to the brink themselves of a Game 4 loss. But OKC makes enough plays to win it and moves on to round 2 as the first team to advance to the semifinal round in the conference of playoff basketball this season. Second youngest team to advance to the conference semifinals in NBA history. OKC 117, Memphis 115, the Game 4 final in Memphis, as OKC gets a series-high 38 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, an 11-point, 12-rebound double-double from Isaiah Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren with 5 block shots, a huge steal late on Scottie Pippen. J-Dub with 23 points, and off the bench, Isaiah Joe contributes 11 as OKC forces 22 turnovers for 32 points in Game 4 and finds a way to stymie Memphis's massive rally late to advance 4 victories to none. It's their third sweep of a series. They swept the first round a year ago, 4 games to none against New Orleans, as they win Game 4 this afternoon in Memphis, 117-115. Alex Caruso's put the headset on for me. Alex, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, congrats on surviving. That was a hell of a Game 4 here. Memphis playing in desperation, trying to extend its season, gave you guys all you wanted. What was key to hang on late?
Yeah, I think, they obviously are the more desperate team, down 3-0. They're trying to find a way to just extend the series. And tough night for us shooting the ball. We missed free throws. I mean, we missed easy ones around the rim. We missed threes. So for us, it was just about trying to stay the course and get enough stops in the end to win the game, and we pulled it out.
Your ability to disrupt their offense without Morant out there was huge in this game. You took it away 22 times for 32 points. How significant is that in a 2-point win?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be difficult for them just with, them missing their main ball handler. So we just tried to make it tough on the other guys. And we got 10, 11, 12 guys that could play, so we just tried to pick up and make them conscious of it and wear on the legs a little bit coming in on the 36-hour rest. So I thought we did a good job. Obviously, we can always be better, but closeout game on the road is never easy, and big ups to us to get it done.
You're the outlier on this roster. You're 30. This is a very young team. 31. How valuable is an experience like this to close out a series for this young team, Alex, to serve it moving forward in postseason?
Yeah, I mean, we can still get better. That's the amazing thing. We're trying to grow and learn on the fly. And I thought we've done a pretty good job these last 2 games. Obviously, outside of maybe 24 minutes in Game 3, I thought we played really good on the road. So just using this and going to try and build on it moving into the second round.
Second round will feature either Denver or the Clippers. The Clippers lead that best of 7 2-1, and Denver is a little injury-nicked right now with Game 3 coming up now. Your thoughts on whoever your Western Conference semifinal opponent is. Any preference, any thoughts you want to share?
Who's missing for Denver?
Westbrook is out tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're focused on us. I'm hoping they just go 7 games and it's double overtime every single game.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats, Alex, on finding a way to win Game 4 and advance past a tough Grizzly team in this series. Thanks so much for the visit.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Alex Caruso joining me courtside as OKC finds a way past Memphis on a day when I think there was a lot of conventional thought that the way the Grizzlies lost Game 3 Thursday, squandering a 29-point lead, losing Ja Morant for Game 4 as a result of the hip contusion he suffered, falling hard late in the second quarter, there were questions about what sort of effort would Memphis bring in this game. Well, those were answered early. The Grizzlies came out literally loaded for bear, got an extraordinary performance from Scottie Pippen Jr. The only free throw they missed of the 30 they tried was the deliberate miss by Desmond Bain with 9/10 of a second to play. This was just a gutty, incredibly gritty effort by the Grizzlies, who see their season end in 4 games against the 1-seeded Thunder, but they did themselves proud in front of the home crowd in this game. They gave themselves a chance to win after falling behind by 12 in the final few minutes, and they had a chance at the free throw line with Bain missing that second one, actually down by 2 with about 1:20 to play. Pippen was stripped by Chet Holmgren inside. Chet with that steal grabbed the loose ball, and OKC really weathered the storm. Holmgren made a couple of key free throws late. Lou Dort did as well. J-Dub 1 of 2 at the line, but the Thunder had to really batten it down to find a way past the Grizzlies in these final 2 games on the road. After winning the first 2 easily, they win in this one 117-115 in Game 4, advancing to the Western semifinals for the second consecutive season. Youngest team, by the way, to advance to the Western semifinals in consecutive seasons in NBA history. This afternoon's OG&E power play of the game came courtesy of Chet on that strip of Scottie Pippen in the final minute plus. OG&E re-energized life. Chet was tremendous in this game on the defensive end. He had 4 block shots officially, 2 steals, including that strip of Pippen, helping the Thunder win Game 4 117-115. So tickets now go on sale, limited variety for the Western Conference semifinals on Wednesday, April 30th at 10 a.m. at okcthunder.com/buy tickets. We'll come back with some final numbers that are relevant to this Thunder 117-115 escape in Game 4 in Memphis, and we'll share a preview of what's ahead for this team playoff-wise next. This is Thunder Basketball.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Stevie Nicks. One special night, October 15th, Paycom Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center.
Thunder Basketball is sponsored by Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. And MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Time to break down the game. This is the Oklahoma City Thunder postgame show, sponsored by Riverwind Casino. Now here's the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Beauty in Memphis provided the Thunder the opportunity to advance through 4 consecutive wins in round 1, as they did a season ago against New Orleans. It took everything the Thunder had to ward off Grizzly advances as they built a 106-94 lead, their largest, with 3:37 to play. From that point forward, the Grizzlies did everything they had to get right on the brink of potentially stealing this game. On a 12-2 run over the next 2:11, they were down 2 with the ball. Scottie Pippen drove the baseline. 7'1" Chet Holmgren followed him and was able to cleanly swipe the ball from Pippen. The subsequent melee for the ball saw Chet grab it, Pippen foul him and foul out. The Grizzlies lost Zach Edey and Scottie Pippen to fouls in this game, but they gave everything they had without Ja Morant in what was a closeout situation for the Thunder. Mentioned off the top of the broadcast today, these scenarios are the toughest in all of pro sports. That is to close a team out on the road in the playoffs, knowing they literally are absolutely desperate to extend their season. And the Grizzlies played at that level throughout the course of this game. The Thunder never in a position where they could exhale, and down to the final buzzer, it was not determined until then, when a tipped missed free throw by Desmond Bane came up short of the rim, left of the bucket for the Grizz. Thunder win Game 4, 117-115, despite Scottie Pippen Jr. matching his overall career high of 30, that on the heels of a 28 performance in 28-point performance in Game 3 Thursday. Pippen also a double-double man tonight with 11 rebounds, had 4 assists with 5 turnovers, -9 despite 9 of 21 shooting, 10 of 10 foul shooting. Desmond Bane scored his highest total of the season with 23 points, also had 5 turnovers with 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 7 of 20 shooting, 7 of 8 foul shooting. Jaren Jackson Jr. held to 3 of 12 with his team's season on the line by the Thunder defense. Jackson scored a dozen, 6 of those came at the line. He had 4 rebounds with 2 assists, 2 steals and a block. He was +9 in his time on the floor, though. Santi Aldama in his first start of the series cashed in 23, including 5 3-pointers, had 9 rebounds with 3 assists. He was even in the raw plus-minus. And Zach Edey, before leaving this game to fouls late, logged 33 minutes, saw him score 8 points. He had 8 rebounds with 1 assist and a career-high 7 block shots. Off the bench, Vince Williams Jr. had a career playoff-high 11. That included 3 3-pointers and 5 tries. He grabbed 4 rebounds with 3 assists and a steal. He was +8. John Conchar scored 4 with 6 boards, 2 assists, -14. Luke Kennard scored 4 points in 18 minutes off the bench, +8. -4 was Jay Huff in 6 game minutes. Didn't take a shot. Had 1 rebound with 1 assist and 1 block shot. And Lamar Stevens played late to foul. He did that on the inbound pass to J-Dub. Did it within a second, so did his job. Grizzlies in the game attempted 14 fewer shots than the Thunder because they turned it over 22 times for 32 points and allowed 12 Thunder offensive rebounds. The Thunder needed every single one of those salvos as they did not shoot the ball well in Game 4 at all. Grizzlies better at 46.2%, 37 of 80. That included 12 of 31 on three-pointers. They made 5 more threes than the Thunder in Game 4. 39% efficiency from beyond the arc for the home team. The Grizzlies 29 of 30 foul shooting, 97%. That was incredible. They had 51 rebounds in Game 4, and they were +18 over the Thunder after losing the rebounding battle. All 3 of the first games of this series, they won it decisively in this one, 51-33. That included 10 on the offensive glass. 24 Grizzly assists. They won the assist skirmish as well for the first time in this series. They had 4 steals with 10 block shots in this game, but 22 turnovers ultimately proved their demise. They accounted for 32 Thunder points. OKC led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 38. He increased in scoring every game in this series, capping it with a big-time effort in Game 4. 38 points, his series high. 13 of 24 shooting from the field. He was 1 of 4 from 3, 11 of 13 from the foul line, had 5 rebounds with 6 assists, 2 steals and 1 block shot. This 38-point outing by Shai is his career playoff high in scoring. J-Dub for a 4th straight game had at least 5 assists with 5, scored 20-plus points for the 4th consecutive game in this series with 23, 10 of 21 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the foul line. He had 4 boards, 5 assists, +6 in the raw plus-minus. Isaiah Hartenstein, a double-double man in this game for the second time in the series, 11 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals in the game for iHart. That was a team high. He did that in 25 minutes, making 5 of 7 shots, 1 of 2 free throws. He was +8. Lou Dort scored 4 points, all at the foul line, and 2 of those came late in this game with the game in the balance. He logged 28 minutes, scored 4, had 2 rebounds. He was +2. Chet Holmgren, an off-scoring game, but he scored when the club needed him to, knocking down 2 clutch free throws late, had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and assist, 2 steals, and 4 block shots. Chet 3 of 9 shooting, missed all 4 of his 3-point tries, was 5 of 6 at the line, logged 29 minutes, was -3. Generating 11 off the bench, Isaiah Joe, splashing 3 threes and 6 tries, making 4 of 7 shots overall with a rebound and an assist. Even in the raw plus-minus, Aaron Wiggins scored 9, had 2 boards. He was +6. Alex Caruso, our post-game guest, with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block shot in 26 minutes of playing time. Cason Wallace scored 4, had 1 board, 1 assist, 1 block. He was +2. Kenrich Williams played a minute and a half in the opening half that saw him go scoreless, missed 1 shot. It was a 3-point try. He had 1 rebound in the game. And Jay Will played 3.5 minutes in which he was scoreless, missed the only shot he tried. No rebounds or assists for him. The 2 that didn't play that were available to Mark Daigneault were Dylan Jones and A.J. Mitchell. OKC at 43.6% shooting. That was their series low in field goal accuracy at 41 of 94. 7 of 35 from 3, only 20%, and yet they find a way to win on the road in a closeout. They somehow resourcefully did that all season long. 28 of 35 foul shooting, 80% there. And the Thunder, after a 6 of 10 free throw shooting first half, nailed 22 of 25 in the second half. That was clutch on the road. Thunder with 33 rebounds, 12 of those came offensively. They had 22 assists, 13 steals in this game, 7 blocks, only 8 turnovers for 9 points. That's massive when you take it away 22 times for 32 points. That differential of 23 points serves in a huge way in a 2-point escape on the road, to advance. OKC outscored the Grizzlies 54-40 in the paint, 15-11 in second chance points, and 20-7 on the break. That was a series consistency. The Thunder won the fast break point battle big in every game, and that's the reason they advance. The Grizzlies unable to break through for a win against the Thunder, although they gave them all they wanted, both in games 3 and 4 at home. 15 lead changes a series high with 8 ties in this game. Thunder led by as many as 12 late, Grizzlies by as many as 7 early. Thunder persevered to win. They advance as a 1 seed, knocking off the 8 seed in 4 consecutive games in Memphis, 117-115 in this game. Again, a limited number of tickets for the Western Conference semifinals that'll pit the Thunder against either Denver or the Clippers. Go on sale on Wednesday, April 30th at 10 a.m. at OKCThunder.com/buy tickets. We don't know the outcome of that Denver Clippers series yet. They're playing Game 4 right now out in Los Angeles. Clippers bidding for a 3-1 series lead against the Nuggets, but the Nuggets early on had the advantage over the Clippers very early in that game. In the first quarter, 24-17 with 2:06 left in the first. The Nuggets would host Game 5 on Tuesday, and we'll see if they can even things up at 2 apiece with Game 5 coming. If that series ends in a timely fashion, the Thunder could open the Western Conference semifinal series at home next weekend, either May 3rd or 4th, or that series against whoever survives the Denver Clippers collision may not open until midweek, a week from now. So stay tuned on that front. We'll see how that series goes. As Alex Caruso stated, I'm with him. Let's hope that series goes 7, and the rest of the games in the series are double overtime games. So whoever it is that survives that series would be a bit worn out facing the Thunder in a best-of-7 Western Conference semifinal series. Thunder, the second youngest team ever to sweep a first-round series and get to the Western semifinals as they follow up their act of a season ago impressively, winning Game 1 of the series by 51, an historic win. Doing the job against the Grizzlies at home in Game 2 by 19, 118-99. Then recovering from a 29-point deficit, an all-time historical mark for them in postseason. That came Thursday night in Game 3 as they won 114-108, and they survived Game 4, 117-115. They'll take the lessons, they'll take the learning, they'll take the improvement from here into the Western semifinals that will open either next weekend or the following midweek. Stay tuned. We'll provide you with information as soon as we have it. As I mentioned, limited number of tickets for the Western semifinals go on sale Wednesday, April 30th, this coming Wednesday at 10 a.m. at OKCThunder.com/buy tickets. I want to thank our on-site engineer tonight, George Ruggiero, our statistician who made the trip to Memphis, going way above and beyond. Daniel Matthews, certainly safe travels getting back for Daniel. He'll make that 6-hour drive. Hopefully the weather will cooperate for him. I want to thank our producer, Josh Lee, assisted by Preston Poole, for their efforts throughout the course of this season and playoff run. Thunder advanced to the semifinals of the Western Conference by virtue of a 4-game-to-none series sweep of the Grizzlies, their third historical sweep in playoffs. They've all come in the opening round against Dallas in 2012, last season against New Orleans, and this season against Memphis, although the Grizzlies gave everything they had to push this series into a Game 5, which would have been Monday in Oklahoma City. That'll put the wraps on the game portion of our broadcast. Matt Pinto bidding you a good afternoon from the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, where the Thunder knock off the Grizzlies in Game 4, 117-115. Back with you when we're back to playoff basketball either next weekend or the following midweek against the winner of the Clippers-Nuggets series, as the 4 or 5 seeds in the West will determine who the Thunder's next opponent will be in the games that remain in that series. And again, Denver up late in the first quarter of Game 4 out in L.A. 24-17, needing a win to tie the series at 2-2, which would make it a best-of-3. And we'll see how that unfolds as that game is underway out in Los Angeles. Post-game gets underway with Gideon and Matt next. Stay tuned for that. This is Thunder Basketball.
Don't miss out on OKC's hottest entertainment at the Showplace Theater with acts like Boys to Men, April 18th. America, April 26th. Patti LaBelle, May 2nd. And Scotty McCreery, May 10th. Riverwind is OKC's favorite casino experience.
Get hungry. Cinco de Mayo is almost here. It's everyone's favorite food holiday. For one day only, and only at the Mayo, get the new Steak Fajita Empanada, packed with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and our signature Chipotle Ranch inside a handmade empanada cooked fresh to order. Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local. Taco Mayo. We don't just celebrate Cinco de Mayo, we own it.
Y'all know his name?
Lil Wayne.
What the though? Where the love
Live
go?
in
5, 4,
concert.
3, 2,
One night only in Oklahoma City.
I'm the best to ever do it.
With special guests Hot Boys, Juvenile, BG, and Turk. Paycom Center, Friday, May 16th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit LilWayneOfficial.com.
Dive into the excitement where the spirit of Thunder basketball meets classic diner delights at Boomerang Diner. On Mondays, start off the week with a winning deal. Grab a mouth-watering burger for half the price. On Fridays, feast on all-you-can-eat fish and make your Fridays truly memorable. And no matter the quarter, it's always breakfast time at Boomerang. Pancakes, eggs, and more, served all day, every day. Fuel up like a champ today. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma City Thunder postgame show. Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis here inside our network studios. We're awaiting postgame commentary from the head coach of the Thunder, Mark Daigneault, and let's go to Memphis right now and hear from Mark as he talks about Oklahoma City's series sweep over the Grizzlies.
Body, and then another 82-game season is huge for guys, and so again, I said before about Dub, he's a great player, but it doesn't mean he's not a growing player. He still has a lot of runway as a player, and obviously continues to get better. He was great tonight.
Yeah, Mark, you have somewhere between 7 and 9 days here. I'm wondering if you learned anything from having a similar stretch last year between round 1 and round 2, and you look at this year and say, oh, if I'm in that situation again, I'm going to do this time.
Yeah, we've had these long layoffs, between the 1 seed last year, the play-in week, and then we swept last year as well. So we had that long layoff between round 1 and 2, and then we had another layoff this year, during the play-in week. I think, we made some progress from last year to this year in terms of our process, but we've done a nice job of getting ourselves ready, for the series. We've played well in the game ones. I think we've maintained, relative rhythm and sharpness for as much as you can without games. So we'll try to replicate that and do it again this week, but it's easier said than done. The guys have to bring great focus and intentionality. We have to put a great plan out there. Hopefully we all do that.
Anyone else?
All right, thank you. Yeah.
All right, that was Mark Daigneault with his post-game thoughts after a series sweep over the Memphis Grizzlies, and we talked about this, not to belabor the point for people that listen to our pregame show here, Matt, but it's not just about extending the possibility that the opposition can win this series. We knew that was a strong didn't have a strong likelihood of happening, but it's eliminating the 80 to 150 trips down the floor where you could potentially have a playoff altering injury happen to you. And that's one of the benefits of winning a game like this. I thought you put it excellently in the first in our pregame today. It's not about getting more rest. They don't need any more rest. They had a ton of it right at the end of the regular season, and going into that first playoff series. So they're refreshed and ready. Certainly you're going to get banged up over the course of 4 games against a team that is going to try to play you as physically as the Grizzlies did. But this is just about not having to run the risk of anything bad happening to you in a Game 5 or a Game 6.
Sure, it's good to have your legs under you, no doubt, and you will be at a rest advantage. And like Alex Caruso said in our post-game interview, Pinto's post-game interview with him, you hope that one goes the distance, and you hope that they stress themselves as much as humanly possible. You get to sit back, you get to rest a little bit. Like you mentioned, the injury exposure is completely eliminated, and you get to think about turning your mind to the next series, which neither team in that Clippers and Nuggets series has the luxury of doing. You cannot be thinking ahead. You have to think of the task at hand. So you can kind of sit back and scout in a way that those two teams can't. So, there's every advantage in the world in wrapping up a game like this in this fashion. Or series,
Second consecutive kind of clutch time game. There was a different feeling to Game 3, that was just kind of a slow death march for the Memphis Grizzlies, but Oklahoma City did make the plays necessary down the stretch to win it. This is a little bit different. They kind of kept giving up too many baskets on the other end, Oklahoma City did, but were really, really good at the free throw line late in this game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes a clutch shot as well, so Oklahoma City did just enough to hold off the Grizzlies here in crunch time. But they didn't get many of these in the regular season.
No.
There just weren't a lot of these circumstances, so that's why we're intrigued by these different scenarios.
I could sit here now and say for the second time since October, all of these months, this entire, what would that be? A 6-month span, basically, almost 7 months now, going back to the start of October. And I can tell you now for the second time all season that the Thunder have won a one-possession game. That is the second time all year the Thunder have won a one-possession game. The first time was against the Los Angeles Clippers back in March, and so that's exactly what the Thunder did in this one. So, yeah, have not had that experience too often. I mean, you've had some close games, but like the previous one was not a one-possession result. So that's what you had in this one.
And we'll conclude our network postgame show here talking about the other two games today that have been played or are in action. Houston will play Golden State later on tonight, but earlier today, Cleveland, an authoritative victory over the Miami Heat, 124-87 was the final score there, and that was without Darius Garland. So the Cavaliers certainly have a stranglehold over that series, and that was impressive the way that they won that game today shorthanded.
That was about as convincing as it gets. And I was watching Tyler Hero after the game and said, yeah, we're not going to get swept. There's no way that we can get swept. But after a game like that, you wonder what the response is going to be, because that's a little bit different than what this Memphis team just endured. Like, at least you were close in that game. At least you still had a chance to win that. I'm talking about going back to game 3 after they lost John Morant. This Heat team, you're like, what do we do? What is your takeaway from that? Because that was absolutely brutal, and the Cavs were just dominant.
And then the game that we alluded to earlier, the winner of this series will be the team that plays the Thunder in the second round. And if that one wraps up early, the second round series could begin as early as this weekend. However, the Denver Nuggets have gotten out to a nice lead here over the Clippers, up by 5 now. They were just up by 7 seconds ago, but a really nice start for Denver. Nikola Jokic with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block already. Russell Westbrook Russell Westbrook is missing this game due to injury. Jamal Murray is banged up. Aaron Gordon is banged up. Michael Porter Jr. almost didn't play in this game, but he's out there at the beginning. He's knocked down a 3-point shot. So Alex Caruso, if this result would hold, and we've got a ton of time left, obviously, but he would get his wish, and this series would run at least until late in the week. But we'll have to sit back and watch, and of course we'll give you updates during our post-game show. But this one is one that you could probably see going either way. Clippers have a lot of momentum coming out of Game 3, but we know the Nuggets have a ton of talent, including Nikola Jokic.
Absolutely. Game 1 and 2 were really, really close. I think both those were one-possession games. The Clippers blow them out in Game 3, and I was, similar to some of these other games, wondering what Denver's response was going to be. And just tremendous first quarter for them so far. Now, this Clippers team, they are pesky. They're not going to go away. So interested to see what that result ends up being.
So that game is in action early in the second quarter. Game 5 will be Tuesday night. That's a late night game at 9 o'clock. Oklahoma City will at least be waiting 5 or 6 days until their next game. At least. Could be longer. All right, coming up next, we're going to take your phone calls and your text messages, 405-900-9957. We would love to hear from you about this series, or who do you want to see in the next round for whatever reason. We'll do that when we come back. Thanks to our great team here on the Thunder Radio Network, Josh Lee and Preston Poole. For Matt Ravis, I'm Gideon Hamilton. You've been listening to Thunder Basketball, but don't go anywhere. The Thunder Recap is coming your way next.
Stevie Nicks. One special night, October 15th, Paycom Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center. Get hungry. Cinco de Mayo is almost here. It's everyone's favorite food holiday. For one day only, and only at the Mayo, get the new Steak Fajita Empanada, packed with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and our signature Chipotle Ranch inside a handmade empanada cooked fresh to order.
Only Taco Mayo.
Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local. Taco Mayo. We don't just celebrate Cinco de Mayo, we own it.
Dive into the excitement where the spirit of Thunder basketball meets classic diner delights at Boomerang Diner. On Mondays, start off the week with a winning deal. Grab a mouth-watering burger for half the price. On Fridays, feast on all-you-can-eat fish and make your Fridays truly memorable. And no matter the quarter, it's always breakfast time at Boomerang. Pancakes, eggs, and more, served all day, every day. Fuel up like a champ today. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
Y'all know his name? Lil Wayne.
What the though? What a love.
Live in concert. 1 night only in Oklahoma City.
I'm the best to ever do it.
With special guests Hot Boys, Juvenile, BG, and Turk. Paycom Center, Friday, May 16th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit LilWayneOfficial.com.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Big wins are blooming across Riverwind Casino. And the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment. Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
Beats and Bites Festival is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on June 14th with Josh Turner.
Would you go with me?
And Edwin McCain. Along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino.
Why don't we just dance?
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Power. It's more than what lights your home. It's what you do with it. And you do wonders. That's why OG&E works to make the way we bring you power even more reliable. The way you live is rapidly changing, so we're making your power even smarter. And as your energy needs change, we're working to keep your rates as low as possible. Because for power to work for everyone, we've got to make your power go further. At OG&E, we energize life.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the Thunder Recap on WWLS, the Sports Animal, sponsored by Lively Beer Works Tap Room. Now here's Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis on 98.1 FM, WWLS, the Sports Animal.
Welcome in to the Lively Beer Works Tap Room Thunder Recap, 98.1 FM, WWLS, The Sports Animal. Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis with you here inside our Sports Animal studios for, who knows, maybe the last time this year, as you're going to be out and about for a while. And we appreciate all of our partners for coming on board this season. Also, thanks to our producer, Preston Poole, for keeping us in line.
Showing more teeth than a grizzly bear.
It was
actually the Grizzlies showed a lot of fight tonight, so I should just say the Memphis Grizzlies.
Give it up to them. It wasn't stupid stuff either. Like they just hit 22 threes, and it was just one of the. They played hard and they competed. They ended up just crushing Oklahoma City on the glass in this game. And despite the fact, 21-8 in turnovers, you're going to lose 96% of those games or something like that. The points off turnovers was just absolutely ridiculous, which that's nothing new for the Thunder, but it's 32-9 and you're in there until the final possession. That's called competing and playing hard. And I thought they executed pretty well despite not having their best player out there. So, I give them credit.
No, it's just tough to explain to you how crushing that Game 3 was for Memphis, because if you're a Thunder fan, you're on the opposite side of that. You forget how the first half was because of how great the second half was. Well, if you're a Memphis fan, you forget how good that first half felt because you watched pretty much your season, in essence, slip between your fingertips. And I think everybody knew sort of which way the series was going to go. Nobody was picking Memphis in the series, and very, very few people in general are going to pick an 8 seed over a 1 seed, especially this 8 seed over this 1 seed. But I didn't know where their mentality was going to be, and very easily could have been a 1-2-3 Cancun type of game, and couldn't have been anything different than that.
Yeah, I think before the series, I told you between Yahoo and NBA and ESPN, I think I looked at 18 different predictions, and the longest prediction that I saw was 5. And so, most people thought that this was going to be a sweep and looked the way that it did in the first 2 games. But Memphis certainly was a lot more competitive on their home floor. And for them this season, there's a lot of question marks that they'll have to answer. Of course, we'll talk about that later on. For Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets back into the groove. He was excellent in the first half. 7 of 8? That means he was 6 of 16 in the second half, but got to the free throw line a ton in this one. J-Dub has scored well in this series, and they've gotten some nice contributions from others as well, including off the bench. And I think we've been able to really dig into who the 8 and 9 players that are going to play in this postseason are, regardless of matchup. So a lot of stuff to talk about with you. 405-900-9957, 405-900, WWLS. And let's start the show off with our friend Chuck. You're on the Thunder Recap. Chuck, go ahead.
Thank you, Gideon. Thank you, Matt. My heart has just started beating regular again. I think that the Thunder have proven that they can win the blowouts, but I think Memphis, as I said in the broadcast, it's hard to win a closeout game on the road because I think Memphis was desperate. They played as hard as they could, and let's say if Morant was there. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the show and hearing the analysis. And I guess the way I look at today's game is that Memphis tried to make a historic comeback, but at the end of the game, in fact, it was bear down. And thank you, and I'll talk to you the next series. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate that. By the way, congratulations to Corey Black, who was just drafted a few picks ago by the New York Giants. Corey was always really helpful to me in the last few years, getting some information about Oklahoma State. So wish him all the best as he continues his career at the highest level, as we're just a few picks remaining until the conclusion of the NFL draft. Might get some brief thoughts from Matt on that a little bit later on as we wrap things up. In terms of the performances that we saw from OKC, what'd you think today?
I thought Shai, I'm waiting for the full season series stats come out. I guess I could do my own addition there, but be interested to see what his percentage is after today, because Shai was obviously was tremendous. Went 13 of 24 from the field. That is the typical efficient Shea. Chet did not have his impact in this series as far as scoring goes. Only scored 11 in this game. Had a couple big free throws down the stretch though. And I thought 4 blocks, made some defensive plays. Dub was tremendous. And then about Isaiah Joe and Alex Caruso. Just as far as impact role players goes. You need to shout out both those guys. Caruso's had his fingerprints all over the series. Hartenstein, I thought, played better in this game too than he has for most of the series. So all around, there's really not a lot that you can complain about.
All right, phone lines open for you, 405-900-9957, 405-900 WWLS. And right now, let's find out who the hardest working player of today's game was.
The hardest working player of the game. Sponsored by Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. From livestock to equipment, they have you covered. Visit okfbinsurance.com to find an agent near you.
I thought both big guys were impactful defensively, and the numbers really stand out to you, but there were a couple of defensive plays that were made in critical times as well of the game. So Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren combined for 6 steals and 4 blocks in this game, which is like, wow. But there were a couple that mattered later. You know what I mean?
Sure. Absolutely. I thought it was Hartenstein. That's exactly the direction I would have gone. Just comprehensive effort. Had 3 offensive boards of his 12 total rebounds, 4 steals. That also had 3 assists as well. Those bounce passes he throws looking for cutters are incredible. Was not a part of the closing lineup today, Isaiah Hartenstein.
And he only played 21 minutes in Game 3. Is that this, or is that...
Was that a little foul trouble? I think
everything.
It was a little
he
foul trouble.
He had 4 fouls last game too. He had 4 fouls this game, but that didn't have anything to do with him not being out there at the end.
At the end, yeah. The overall minutes I'll chalk up to him not being in foul trouble a little bit. So I just think that that could be matchup based. It also could be Mark Daigneault going what he thinks is his best 5-man lineup, which may not include both of the bigs.
That makes sense based on floor spacing, and it's tough for me to. You'd have to talk me into the fact that our team is better with Isaiah Hartenstein not on the floor.
No, I agree.
So I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying he would say, "Look, it's about this, and this," and I'd be like, "Oh, I get it. Okay."
Spacing,
just because he's so good and he's so effective and does so many things, but I'm not disagreeing with him not being.
And I think having Caruso out there, which I think is the way that, at least in this series, that's the way Daigneault went. You force more turnovers with the 1 big lineup than the 2 big lineup. You have better rim protection with the 2 big lineup. So there's always that give and take there. So my guess is that's going to be matchup based. I wouldn't assume that is going to carry over to next series, whoever the opponent is.
All right. Keep those phone calls and text messages rolling in, 405-900-9957, 405-900-WWLS. And let's talk to Derek. You're on the Thunder Recap, Derek. Go ahead.
Hey, man. Hey, Gideon. Thank y'all for taking my call.
You bet.
Hey, I just had a couple things. First of all, great series. I'm glad we won, got it over with. The first thing is with this series with the Clippers and the Nuggets, I'd rather play the Nuggets. I just don't want the Thunder to play against what looks like to be a healthy playoff Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
And about this series the Thunder had, I'm glad that the first 2 games were blowouts and the third one was an amazing comeback, but I'm glad Grizzlies never gave, they fought.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was a kind of a close game it wasn't just a 4 easy. I mean, it was a good sweep, but it was a hard fought. That last game they could have won. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to the next series, and Thunder up, everybody.
All right, thanks for the call, Derek. And right now, let's head back over inside Memphis's arena, where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams are addressing the media. Let's listen in.
From you, through these last 3 series between this year and last year, obviously those teams last year probably struggled to keep you from being inefficient. What do you feel like you learned about yourself this series?
I don't think I really learned anything new. I'm impressed with my level to, I guess, stay with it. In the past, I for sure would have, I guess, turned down the aggressiveness a little bit. And I think I made a jump as far as that this year. And that's something that I'm definitely proud of. I try not to focus on the results and just focus on my mental development, and I think I've taken a step forward in that. And I had a night like tonight because of it. In the past, I definitely would have, I guess, shied away from the moment because of where my shooting was headed. So yeah, I think I've taken a step mentally, but I think I've done so all season, and it paid off in the moment, in the night where we needed it. And that's what it's about, just getting it done. And because I stayed true to who I've become and who I've developed into, we got a W tonight.
And Dub, 32 points off 22 Memphis turnovers. I know you guys have talked all year about not trying to necessarily force steals and turnovers, but did you come into the postseason kind of with the expectation that you could swing games based on that sort of process?
I don't think swing games as far as steals, but like defensive physicality and like aggressiveness, yeah, like that can turn the tide in any series. That's not like even, I wouldn't even say that's like particular to like our team. That's just like a lot of philosophies is like, everybody talks about how like the playoffs get more physical, and a lot of that is on the defensive end. So that's something that we look forward to, and we try to replicate throughout the season, so there's no adjustment in the postseason.
Yeah, Shea, did you make it a point to come into the night with this being a closeout game, aggressive early with those 16 points, and then it looked like you made an adjustment, or you took fewer threes through the first three quarters? Was that an adjustment that you made specifically tonight?
No, I just tried to be aggressive. And then the last three games, I feel like I was still getting to my spot, still getting where I wanted to go. The ball just wasn't going through the hoop. And tonight, the ball just went through the hoop. Like, I don't feel like my mindset tonight was any different. Every night I step on the floor to be the best version of myself, and I hadn't been in the past. Tonight I was pretty close to it. And I think because I kept the same mindset, it allowed me to play free and didn't have to like waver or click in or click out of a mind frame. I was just stuck in that same aggression throughout the series.
All right, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams have to head to a break. When we come back on the other side, more of your calls and more of your text messages here on the Lively Beer Works Taproom Thunder Recap.
This is Mark Dagnall, and you're listening to the Thunder Recap.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
My car.
but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois. Hackers don't need much. Just one leaked password can potentially unlock a treasure trove of personal information, leading to stress, pain, and permanently wreck credit. Don't be an easy target. Get protection by Aura today. Aura protects your identity, finances, and family all in one powerful app. Get real-time alerts, safeguard your accounts, and block scams before they happen. If identity theft strikes, we help you recover. Stay protected at aura.com/stream. That's AURA.com/stream.
Get 5 quarts of O'Reilly Full Synthetic Motor Oil and a MicroGuard oil filter for $29.99. In-store only. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4-Day Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains April 25th through the 28th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Thumbtack presents Uncertainty Strikes. I was surrounded. The aisle and the options were closing in. There were paint rollers, satin and matte finish, angle brushes, and natural bristles. There were too many choices. What if I never got my living room painted? What if I couldn't figure out what type of paint to use? What if I just used Thumbtack? I can hire a top-rated pro that knows everything about interior paint. Easily compare prices and read reviews. Thumbtack knows homes. Download the app today.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The difference maker in tonight's game, sponsored by Air Comfort Solutions. Visit aircomfortsolutions.net on WWLS, the sports animal.
We're back here on the Lively Beerworks Taproom Thunder Recap, 98.1 FM, WWLS, the sports animal. Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis with you. The Thunder defeated Memphis today 117-115 to complete their second consecutive first-round series sweep. Remember, they swept the New Orleans Pelicans a year ago, and they do it to the Grizzlies here today. The Thunder's second-round opponent will be either the Denver Nuggets or the Los Angeles Clippers, and those two are playing right now, and Denver leads the game 46-43 with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Denver is dealing with some injury issues. Russell Westbrook is not playing in this game, and several of their starters are banged up, but they've had a really good start to this game, so we'll see what happens the rest of the way, and we'll continue to keep you caught up to speed. Phone lines are open for you, 405-900-9957, 405-900-WWLS. And who was the difference maker in today's game? A number of guys played well, so I think you can go a number of different directions.
You could. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Shea, though. First time all series that we've handed out that piece of hardware to him, and I thought made the difference from the very, very beginning. I was a little puzzled how he didn't get but one shot in the second quarter, I think it was, in the final 5-6 minutes of that when he checked back in, but was masterful today overall.
And some nice performances off the Memphis bench that gave them a lift. But Scottie Pippen Jr. had 30 points, 11 rebounds in this game. Jaren Jackson Jr. was a +9 in 35 minutes, so about the quarter that he did not play. Obviously, that was detrimental to the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama hit 5 threes in this game, inserted into the starting lineup, and he played almost the entire game. And Zach Edey fouled out. But he blocked 7 shots. He had 8 rebounds, 8 points, and 7 blocks in 33 minutes. So he continues to show signs of, I think it will be matchup based, kind of a guy like Ivica Zubac, for instance, in the next round, perhaps, of you kind of have to pick and choose your spots of when you play some of these guys. But he can be out there. I think it was a really successful rookie season for him.
No, I would agree. I just think, I think a lot of what happens in the NBA, and we don't talk about this all the time, is being put in a good position. We're always talking about going on your own merits, but I think you need to be put in positions to succeed. And that was a tough one. I was talking to somebody who was a college fan of his, and just a major uphill battle. How about Scottie Pippen Jr.? I mean, you talk about scoring 28 plus or 28 in back-to-back. What a diamond in the rough they found.
Well, when we play fantasy during the year, and what you notice about him is he would play 5-10 minutes here and there, but when somebody was out or somebody was in foul trouble or there was an extenuating circumstance and he got 25 minutes or something like that, 28 minutes, I mean, not a ton, but when he got minutes, it was close to a triple-double every time. Right on getting to a triple-double. I mean, he obviously was very cognizant of the different things that he could do to impact a box score, but also indirectly, I think that affected his team performing well. And so I was impressed by what he was able to do at his size. I think he has a decent feel for the game. He turns the ball over way too much, but he's still a young player, and I think he's going to be able to learn and improve with time. Right now, let's head back over to Memphis and hear from Chet Holmgren.
With everybody on the team, we have a lot of dudes who are like think of themselves as really high achievers. They want to execute things. They want to get things right. And basketball is an imperfect game. And AC is somebody who's been through it, so he does a great job of not only talking to me but coaching up everybody on what we need to do on certain possessions. He's talking to coach. He's doing a lot of stuff out there that not only doesn't show up on the stat sheet, it doesn't even show up on TV. You can't see it watching on TV, but when you're in the game, and he's communicating with you, he's relaying calls, everything. It's really important, and it's been a game changer for us. So.
What you got? Just right. Chet, I know you've been asked about this a number of times, playing alongside Isaiah Hartenstein, just getting used to one another. Obviously, you didn't get an entire regular season to do that, but coming out of this series, though, what's the latest, so to speak, in the sense of how you two have been able to read off of each other on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, just understanding that even though we're out there together, it's not always going to be the same look. We're going to have different matchups, different schemes based on who we're playing, who's out on the floor, and we just have to do a good job of communicating with each other on both ends of the floor, knowing where each other is, so that we can kind of play off each other, feed off each other, and help each other do what we need to do out there.
Chet, 4 games, 4 wins. Game 1, big blowout. 2, you guys keep it sort of an arm's length. 3, you guys get the big comeback, and then tonight you guys close out in clutch time. You guys have done it.
All right, dropped out of Chet Holmgren there with his post-game thoughts. Again, Chet in this game, 3 of 9 shooting, ended up with 11 points and 2 rebounds, but he did have 4 block shots in Oklahoma City's victory. And right now, let's find out who provided quality service in today's game.
Who delivered quality service in tonight's game? Driven by Randy Bowen Chevy GMC in Chandler, where the buying experience is different by design.
All right, Matt had 6 assists for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander against 1 turnover. You're going to take that ratio every time. Almost everything Oklahoma City did. No, not almost everything. That's an overreaction. A good portion of what Oklahoma City did on offense today was either putbacks or ISOs. There was not a lot of great ball movement by Oklahoma City in this game. The Grizzlies actually moved the ball better in the first half than they did in the second, but 24 assists on 37 makes overall. So those were what happened
Sorry,
here?
We
got a fight in the Clippers-Nuggets game.
Looked like there may have been some, I don't know if that was
Fist
a punch
thrown?
or a slap or something, but Aaron Gordon and James Harden were, woo.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon is upset. So Denver is
James
up.
Harden struck him.
Yeah, Denver's up by 2 with 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And this was messy enough to where this could have ramifications for the rest of the series. So we're gonna monitor a replay here. We're not gonna let it, invade the entire broadcast, but I am gonna tell you what happened here. Christian Brown fouled James Harden. James Harden stepped right into his face. Jokic came over. There's a bump there. Harden threw a punch at Aaron Gordon, and then Aaron Gordon went absolutely ballistic trying to get to James Harden.
Both those guys gonna get tossed, I think. Harden and Gordon.
Gordon never got to.
halftime.
Gordon is just trying to fight with it. If there hadn't been 4 or 5 guys to separate Aaron Gordon, I think Aaron Gordon would be gone. But what do you think about the fact that he just wanted to punch James Harden but didn't come anywhere close?
Well, maybe I need to watch the whole scramble again. But it looked to me like he reached out and connected a little bit with Harden. That's what I was basing that off of. But I probably need to see it again. I think Harden, though, based on what he did, that'd be tough to stay.
Who was it? A prominent player or analyst that had been watching some of the series and said the way that the playoffs are being officiated is far too loose right now, and I actually wouldn't be surprised to see a fight in the Rockets-Warriors series. And so now we've had one here in this other series. So maybe they knew what they were talking about.
That game was like a football game. TNT was just showing a little sizzle reel of all the different mix-ups in this series alone. This thing has gotten testy. So we'll let you know. But I've never seen James Harden that animated before to where he throws a punch. Have you? I've never seen James Harden do that before.
No, and it's not a punch.
But he connects with the neck of Gordon.
We're looking back at it now. They've got a much better angle on it, and it's just he's pushing his shoulder, and so that is not as egregious as it looked like from the outer angle. They have another closer angle, and he's basically trying to push Aaron Gordon away from him, and that was enough to send Aaron Gordon into just a primal rage.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, look, he's kind of going for if you go for a guy's neck or head area, even if you don't connect, I think that's probably going to be not received very well. But clearly I got too excited about that fight.
No, it's. I mean, from NBA standards, this is kind of.
You don't see that
brawl-esque.
You don't see that much. Really quickly, I wanted to pass up to the elongating because we had a bunch of people ask about this on our Johnny's Kitchen and Bar text line. If you want details on meeting the Thunder at the airport, our friend Devin Newsom passes that along all the time. So this is per Devin. And you can go to @Devin Newsom on Twitter if you would like to see this in text form. But the address is 6501 South Meridian. That's the AAR hangar. And their estimated arrival time is looking like around 8:12. So Devin says arrive early for that.
Okay, so just a couple hours away, you can go and greet the team after their sweep. And these guys are going to have at least 6 days until this next series starts. At least. They could shift it up to Saturday or Sunday if the Clippers and Nuggets end early, like in 5 games. But this is going to be another long layoff for OKC headed in to round number 2. We've got an eye on what punishments come down in this Denver Clippers series from that altercation. But right now we're going to get to your text messages, 405-900-9957 on our Johnny's Kitchen and Bar Text Nation line.
I'll throw out a question, too, for people. Do you feel better about the Thunder after this series? Do you feel a little bit lower about the Thunder after the series, given some of the competition that happened? Do you feel about the same? Like, how do you feel compared to where you felt before this series? Let us know what you think. 405-900-9957. Out of the 850, which is somewhere in Florida, they point out the fact that this was an 8-0 season sweep. Of a team. You don't see that very often.
Could have another one in the second round against the Los Angeles Clippers, who they defeated all 4 games this season.
Close one when Kawhi played, but yeah, they did. Captain Sari says, just goes to show how hard it can be to sweep a team. The Grizzlies went down swinging. Yeah, Gideon, they deserve a ton of credit for that.
Certainly.
Out of the 580, we left early this morning for a road trip to Memphis to watch Game 4, 100% worth it. Round 2, here we come. So, yeah, enjoy some barbecue or enjoy whatever you're going to get into down there on Beale Street. So have a good time.
It's not a terrible trip. Like I said, I mean, it is on the other edge of Arkansas. So depending on where you're coming from, where you're leaving from, Memphis is not a terrible road trip. So
what is it, like 6 or not quite 6 hours, but like maybe 7? It's north of 7.
Yeah, it's a little bit north of 7. You can break up the driving a little bit, and especially for a 2:30 game, I guess it'd be a little bit different. It was a 7 o'clock. You could leave a little bit later and then come back the next day. So they're probably eyes were probably burning, at some point during the game. But we're happy that the Thunder came away with the win.
All right, very good. So they're handing down some of the punishments on this thing. The official at the microphone. I'm looking to see if anybody's chronicled this. No text all around, no ejections.
Okay,
nobody's even shooting free throws. Play up basketball. Everybody move on. So.
Yeah, if you run this back in real time.